Here we are again.
Live streaming.
Here we are, my friend, back to the live stream. Welcome, everybody, to the Martial Arts channel, where the martial arts couldn't be any more martial. The arts couldn't be any more martial. We don't know what martial arts, but we could always learn.
Martial. Yeah.
I'm Marshall. That's Marshall 2.
I'm Marshall 2. That's Marshall 3.
Marshall 4 is on vacation. But
Yeah.
anyway, thank you for tuning in. We are going to be playing some Factions, which is the multiplayer mode in The Last of Us. So I'm sorry if you're coming here hoping for some Last of Us campaign. You're unfortunately not getting that. So
I don't know why.
have you ever played Last of Us multiplayer?
I haven't.
Never?
No. I've wanted to, but I've never played it.
I like it. Like, it actually really surprised me how good it was, because it really seemed like they tacked on a multiplayer game on a story-driven game, kind of like what they did for Uncharted 2. But like this one, when I tried this, like this one actually was promising. I was like, wow, I'm having fun with this. So I chose the mode Supply Raid, which is basically like Team Deathmatch, pretty much. But they add a little bit of a spin to all of their multiplayer games, where anytime you make a kill, or I think it's kills. Yeah, just kills. Kills or executions. Anytime you make a kill or an execution, the enemy that you've just defeated drops these like blue tin cans.
Yeah,
and those are
food.
Those are supplies. That's supplies and food that you have to bring back to your shelter at the main menu. And the more supplies and food that you get, the healthier that your faction is. If you don't bring enough, they get sick, and you have to like basically meet a quota at the end of every game. Otherwise, there's penalties. And if you have to make it. Your faction and you have to make it 12 weeks with at least one person left in your faction. Because if you lose all of your people, then you fail the 12 weeks and it's game over. And then you have to start all over again.
See, I would play this, but I don't remember The Last of Us controls. It's been so long since How?
We just started.
Like, it's not even like 3 seconds in and he's gone. Unless you spawned in late.
I did spawn in a little late. Alright, they're flanking us.
Look out, he's got a rifle.
I'll keep an eye on this side guy.
Down one tourist.
Alright, guy. Now, I don't remember what we talked about last time.
What did we talk about last time?
I don't even remember. Like,
Are you talking about
the last time we did a recording of, or at least attempted a recording of this stuff. But,
Stop. Stop.
Got me.
Wait, is he dead? Are
Get
they
him.
all dead?
Get him.
Yeah, they're all
Get him.
Come here. Come here, boy. I see you. Bye,
Fucker
Leatherface.
ain't getting up.
No more chainsaw massacres for you.
Woo!
Gotta patch myself.
I don't
Shit.
remember.
Well,
I have to wrap this up.
The conversation that we had.
It's cool.
before.
It's cool. But what I like about this, game is you don't have to be some pro with the mechanics or with the gameplay. If you know how to play Last of Us on single player, you stand a chance with Last of Us multiplayer, and that's what I like. It's kind of the same thing with the.
Fuck! I'm down!
It's kind of the same thing with
Nice.
what am I saying?
Get him.
Wait a
I'll help you,
sec.
bro.
I'll fix you up.
I got this.
It's kind of the same
That was
thing
close.
with Assassin's Creed multiplayer. Like, it seems like everybody stands a chance in that, honestly.
I never played that one either.
That was
the
fun.
multiplayer.
I really liked multiplayer Assassin's Creed. You could be the biggest troll in that game and not kill a single person. You stand in a crowd next to a bunch of people that look like you.
I remember you telling me that this used to be linked up with Facebook.
It did. That was so cool. Like, that was one of the coolest additions that they made to this game, and they took it out. And I think it's because they lost the Facebook licensing. That's my best guess.
It's either that or it's just because there were so many other AAA games coming out that they stopped supporting it.
Something like that. But man, when they had that, that was so much fun. No, there's more.
Hunter over there.
Please finish me off. Finish. Terrible shot.
Terrible shot.
But when they were linked to Facebook, they made it so that your faction members had the names and the faces of all of your Facebook friends. So you would see the name of your Facebook friend and their profile picture on Facebook. So it would be like Cameron Shawcross is catching fish, or like my brother is out hunting for food, or something like that. And it's like it made you more compelled to do better and more compelled to fight for your friends, because if your faction started to die out, then it was like Cameron Shawcross is so sick he can barely move. And it's like, oh god.
No,
no,
like, save me!
Or it's like your
please.
Or it's like your mother is about to die of typhoid.
Dead.
And then it's like, no, not my mom. But it was a little thing, but it was a good thing.
Right. It gave you more incentive and motivation to keep up with it.
And man, and I took a break from playing this, and then for quite a while, and then I came back and the Facebook thing was gone, and man, was I disappointed.
I would have been too, because that
There ain't
seems
got
like
many
a really
left.
cool idea.
Keep it up.
And if they're with The Last of Us 2 coming out next
Yeah.
year, I really hope they bring that back.
I
If
hope
they're
they-
bringing back the multiplayer.
I'd imagine they did. I mean, they brought multiplayer back for all the other Uncharted games, so I'd imagine they'd bring it back.
Yeah, but they didn't do Facebook Link with anything else, did they?
No, I think they only did it for Last of Us. They also did it in another cool way. You remember playing Left Behind, right? The DLC. Excuse me. The DLC for The Last of Us.
I never played it.
You never played Left Behind?
Nope. I only saw it.
There was a section where Ellie and Riley go into a photo booth, and it's this cute little thing where you take photos of each other, and then at the very end it asks you, do you want to link these pictures with your
I'm
Facebook?
fucking dying over here.
And they didn't know what Facebook was,
Gotcha.
but I hope so. And they didn't know what Facebook was, but if you said, it's okay, you're good. I hope we're not gonna get a little too quick.
Fuck! I'm down.
But if you said yes to link to Facebook, then it sent the picture that you sent to Riley. It sent it to your Facebook, so that everyone could see that you were playing Last of Us. That was a cool, cute little thing they did.
Good to go.
It's also something that consoles do now, is you can either screenshot or you can video directly to your social media page.
Yeah.
Like it can go to YouTube, you can go to Facebook, you can go to
Yeah.
Twitter
When
or
it
something
when
like
it
that.
first came out for PS3, it was handy. But then
Right.
PS4 came out with the share function, and then it kind of wasn't needed anymore.
Yeah.
But it was still a cute little thing. I like when games bleed over into real life. Like it adds more, it adds something more to the immersion. I see you peeking. Oh, he's got a sniper rifle on.
Is that lens flare? Like
Lens flare?
yeah, I saw a lens flare.
That was the sun shining off the rifle.
That's specifically for scoped.
Yep, that's for sniping rifles. They do that in Battlefield.
Look out, he's got
Ooh,
down
nice.
one
See if I can get the
tourist.
double. Alright, we got him. We got him, boys. There's more though. There's a lot more.
Ooh, nice.
Beautiful. Thankfully I had
You
armor.
weren't
I
gonna
did that.
win
No,
that
I
one.
was not gonna win that fight. My bro had my back though. Are we winning? Oh, it's tied up. Actually, we're winning now. They're gonna be down two reinforcements. Almost out of ammo.
Yeah, it's only 4 players against 3 though.
Yep.
Surprising.
Oh, one of their guys
Go.
raged. Or disconnected because of lag issues.
Yeah,
You
that
know,
happens.
It happens. Happens a lot. And it seems like it seems to mostly happen when people get like really mad,
Watch my ass.
or like after they die or something. Like it's
Or,
weird.
you know, sometimes they just accidentally, kick their router.
It's weird.
Good to go.
Something happens.
Yeah, that'll teach you.
But there's a penalty if you quit early. Like it counts as a loss, and you you just lose a bunch of food, and a lot of people.
Now, if we're
Okay.
going to talk about video
Let's
game
go.
penalties, back in the day with Halo, oh man,
What?
you remember the one that Mike did?
Oh, you're. Okay, well that wasn't like a that was a
I know,
quick
that was-
issue.
that was
He
a
was
quick
told
issue.
you need to leave the game.
Oh, watch it!
Why don't you tell him that story?
Well, we were playing
I got marked.
back in the good old day of Xbox Live multiplayer. We were playing Halo Reach, and we were playing on a big team match, and there were some of the flying vehicles. I think they were called the Falcons, and they were. I don't remember.
I think they were.
I think they were
The
Falcons.
helicopters were fast.
Right, they were the helicopter ones, the mini ones. That could seat like 3 or 4 people.
Ain't got many left. Keep it up!
It had just returned from, doing a bunch of kills, and it was pretty badly beaten up. It was smoking, it was on fire, and it was landed. And then someone decided, all right, we're gonna get a bunch of people inside, and someone got them in, and a bunch of people loaded up. Mike goes, another one of my friends. Mike goes he didn't even shoot it. He just went up to it and tapped it. He just went punch. The whole thing exploded with everybody on board. And he didn't get a half a second left of time before he was completely booted for betraying his own team. He was booted from the game not even a half a second later. It was a complete black screen immediately after he punched the thing. And he and I were laughing so much because this is when I was living in Virginia, and we were playing on split screen because he came over, and we were playing at that. And it was so funny because all of a sudden there's just the bottom half of my screen is just completely black. And it says you have been booted for too many betrayals.
Don't want to get booted.
But that's one not rage quitting, but it was just funny that you were getting booted from the game.
Listen, you've done too much wrong in this world. You need to go. This is a school.
Hello, Elijah.
What
It's okay, don't say
this
hi to
guy's
me.
doing. What is this guy doing? He's juggling his Molotov.
It's just, oh,
Oh,
it's hot potato.
There's just a handful of them. Let's finish them off.
That story that you were talking about reminds me of something that happened to me in. I see you. It's something that happened to me in Call of Duty World War II. And actually, after this match is over and we go back to the lobby, I'll go to my videos and I'll show that because I saved it because it was so darn funny.
Oh boy.
Oh my
Keep going
goodness.
like this.
Where is he? Oh my god. All right, he's hurt. Get in there. Finish him off.
Yeah. Oh, now he's yep. The guy with the armor and a bow came out.
One of their last men. All right, there's 2 left. Sudden death. Let's hunt them down. I saw a blip over there.
You can watch and charge your iPad at the same time. People don't know that.
It's amazing what we can do with technology these days.
You know, I don't mean to rat on you, Elijah, but this is a pet
Bomb
peeve
set,
of mine
watch
when
your
anybody
ass.
says, "Oh, my stuff is about to die." Like, you have a charger. There are outlets everywhere, and it's not like it's not like you can't. It's not like you can't do stuff while one of your
God.
things are
Fucking
charging.
die.
No,
Dying over here.
please. I want to die on my own accord.
It's just a pet peeve of mine when that happens. Spartacus. Because it's like it's just an excuse that you don't want to pay
Watch it,
attention to
smoke.
something, I guess. In a lot of senses it is. Or it's just an
Oh, it's sudden death for everybody.
Smoke out.
That's not good. We might.
Oh, that was your last
We
one?
could lose this.
Yep.
Ooh, lucky. Oh no!
I'm set. Watch your
I
ass.
think we're gonna lose this.
I'm fucking dying over here.
Yep, here they come. Here they come.
Yep.
Toasty. Darn. We had that one in the bag. Alright, so anyway. Alright, this is the clip.
That one.
This one.
Uh-oh.
Alright, so I call it a missile strike.
full effect. Target zone locked.
Two bombs drop and I get kicked because I've killed too many members of my team.
Oh, that's funny.
Alright, and as you can see, I did not meet my quota for daily supplies. 4 survivors are hungry, 1 is sick, and 1 just died.
Now, what I don't understand is this: the more you play, obviously the more survivors you get, the more you have to keep track of them, and then your quota gets up and up and up.
Yes.
Like, how do you even do that? There's only so much you can do per match.
Right.
Obviously.
It gets tough.
Like,
It gets really
eventually you have to be a one-team kill person in your entire team.
tough. Pretty much.
And at that point, like, I know that cannot happen in a game like Last of Us. It can't. It is not possible. You will die. It's just like a bunch of people. This also goes to a bunch of things where you, if you play a game like Splinter Cell or Metal Gear Solid, you are not meant to go out there unless it specifically tells you to go out there, guns blazing, and just kill things. You're meant to be stealthy. You're meant to be a stealth operative. And so many people play that game wrong. They're like, I don't like this game anymore. Like, it's not what the game is about.
Yeah.
The
Pretty
game is
much.
about patience and about seeing what your enemies do and tailing them and then executing them or something or interrogating them, whatever it takes. And you're playing the game wrong, and that's why you're not liking it.
Are you saying that that people nowadays are a little too impatient?
We've heard there are supplies in the area.
Oh yes,
But there's uniforms.
I know I'm
skulking
one of
around
them,
too.
but
Watch
I still
each
love
other's
Splinter
backs.
Cell and Metal Gear.
Yeah.
Even though you mostly watch Metal Gear.
Yeah. I watched Metal Gear Solid 4 not too long ago. It was a good movie.
Give me a sec. Good to go. Hey,
It is a good.
give me a sec.
The parts where you
Go.
play, they're okay,
Hold on, let's go.
but it's a movie. There was an old joke back in the day when it was out, and
Everything.
everything.
Back in the day.
Well, this was back when it came out. It came out in 2008, I think.
I don't remember.
But
That's all.
Machinima made fun of it because they
fetus.
called it the gameplay edition.
Metal Gear Solid 4 Gameplay Edition.
Yeah, you are well aware of that.
Now you can walk 7 steps before a cutscene activates.
That's 2.
5 more than before. Gameplay. Hey!
Too much gameplay.
Fuckers down.
Execute.
I can't. There's people.
Nice. There's people.
There's a lot of people.
Eye for an eye.
You're darn right. What are you using? Using
One less uniform. Yeah.
Shot him square in the face with a shotty.
Sorry, I was checking my messages.
I see. Can't you just tell them that your phone is dead?
No, because that's.
We're busy though.
If-
This is important.
I understand that, but I check my messages and I give everyone equal opportunity.
Good
I
for
guess.
you, man.
All right, man, I'm good to go.
Now,
I'm coming.
with Last of Us 2 coming out.
Yeah.
What are your I want to hear what you expect from the game.
Got one down.
I want to hear what
Keep
you
it up.
think if there are any, what you think is going to be bad about the game.
Okay. So.
Oh!
Whoa, buddy.
Get him.
Hold on a minute. All right.
I think after this one, you should play the interrogation one.
Yeah, I'll do.
Because I like watching that one. That one
I
can
like
literally turn the tide.
I like that mode much better than. Oh, he was trying to bandage me up. You want to finish that, please? Thank you. Thank you, kind sir.
Oh, it does it in intervals? When a teammate does it to you?
Yep.
That's cool.
So your question was, what do I expect from Last of Us 2, and what am I not going to like about Last of Us 2?
If anything at all, yeah.
What I'm not going to like is that there's going to be a second game, and that's a very broad, it's a very big claim, but I'll tell you why. For me, and like my experience with Last of Us, it is my all-time favorite game I've ever played. To this date.
Yeah, got uniform down!
Nice. Got him. Got him. Oh.
I'm very happy I did.
Bomb set, watch that!
Oh, nice.
Not too bad. Not too bad. So it is. Last of Us is my favorite game to this day. I absolutely love it. And when I first saw the trailer for it, I immediately fell in love because it was a game that I was waiting for, but I didn't know that this was the game that I was waiting for.
Right.
I'm like, this is a promising game. I need this game. It's made by Naughty Dog. I love Uncharted. This is going to be an amazing game. And then I saw the gameplay trailer for it, and I could not wait for this game. It came out. I bought it on release date, and I played for. Oh,
get out of there!
Yeah, his buddy's here.
Bleed, man!
So I got that game on release date, and I played for 3 days straight, nonstop. I mean, of course, I slept, but not for long.
It's
the minute I woke up to the minute I fell asleep, I was playing that game, and I played it for 3 days straight.
I have to interrupt you because it is literally the same thing in my case. Because this brings up a good point that this was also talked about the last time, but I need to talk about it again.
No, like
I know
nothing that we talked about last time exists.
I know
right
it doesn't exist, but that's what I'm saying. Like
say
I'm
it again.
remembering.
Say it as
that's
if
what I'm
you're
doing.
saying it for the first time.
I am. However, you, my dad, a few of my friends, you all kept imploring me to play this game. You need to play Last of Us, you all said. And I was like, I don't know. I'm not really into it. And I got a PS4 a few years ago, and I got it specifically because I wanted to get Final Fantasy X HD Remaster. But it hadn't released yet on PS4, so I got it on PS3, and I thought the PS4s were backwards compatible. But they weren't at the time, and I don't think they are still.
Nope.
Regardless,
I mean,
they weren't backwards
PlayStation now,
backwards compatible, but and because of that, I was really mad. So I went to go return it, and I got my PS4 from GameStop, and I brought it back, and I was like, all right, it's perfectly brand new. And GameStop was a total ass to me. Oh, we can't take back returns. Like, why not? Oh, you opened up the package. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So I was really upset about that. I'm like, okay, can I get anything for this? So I wasted money buying both a PS4 and a PS3 the same day. And I was so mad.
Jeez.
So I went back, and eventually I sold my PS4 to I sold my PS4 to one of my coworkers for like only $50 less, but he paid cash, so I was like, oh, okay, cool. Anyways, so I got that, and the PS3 I got was a Last of Us edition PS3. It came with the Last of Us in it, and I'm like, all right, cool. I have a free game with this. That's awesome. But I have Final Fantasy X HD, so I'm gonna play that, and I played that. And then I'm like, hey guys, I got the Last of Us, and you both were just screaming at me Why haven't you played it?
Yeah.
And I remember you specifically. You're like, you need to play this game.
Like if you have it in your possession, just play it.
It's like,
the
oh,
world is wanting you to play this game.
It's like, come on. I've been waiting to play this other game. I eventually caved because I beat 10 again, and I'm like, I'm bored.
For like the umpteenth time.
Yeah,
in
for
your
like
life.
however many times I've played it in my life, and I eventually was like, all right, I'm bored.
Ooh,
I really have
yes,
nothing
Mark.
else to do. I'm kind of feeling down. I'm gonna pick up a game because all my friends are either at work or they're across
Keep breathing, I got this.
the states from me. So I'm like, okay, I'll pick up a
watch
game.
my
I
ass.
started playing it, and you say you played it for like 3 days
All done,
straight.
let's
right?
go.
I did the same thing, except that I slept for like 4 hours. And then I got up, played the game the whole day without stopping. And I got to almost the end, and then I'm like, all right, I need to sleep again. And I had to go to work, and I had to go to work for 2 days. And I was like, I was itching.
Hold on. Oh my god, look at the score. Look how bad we trounced these guys. Wow. Holy crap. What the heck did you just do?
Yeah, they ain't coming back. Assholes didn't know what hit them.
I'll help you up. You need to enjoy this victory with us.
But yeah, I the way you say this is your favorite game of all time, Last of Us is literally up there with me too. And at the time, Last of Us was my absolute favorite game because I could not put it down. And then I told you guys about it, and they're like, right? And my dad was like, that's not healthy, but right? And I'm just like, you don't understand. I'm like, you may understand, but I could not put this game down. I was so invested in this, in something that I've never been so invested in my life before. And that's really sad coming from a gamer. Or for anyone in general, just you were so invested in something.
Well, no, like that's
It was a great
no,
story.
no. Those are the best games when you can't put a game down because it's so good that you literally you put off responsibilities because you're
I
just
put
like,
off
you're just like, oh,
responsibilities. I
do
put
I
off
need to,
eating.
It's like I don't need to go to
and
sleep. I don't need to
sleeping.
eat. I don't need to go to work. I can miss a day of work. I can be a couple like an hour late for school. I don't have to take out the trash today. Like it's because you just cannot stop playing this game.
Yeah.
And so Last of Us was the big one for me, but like I can't think of any other game that has done that to me.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else except Final Fantasy X when I got it remastered because I was so excited for it. And the only other game that I can really think about was when I got Kingdom Hearts for the first time. Because I got that for Christmas when it came out.
Screwball. What is better, COD 4 or Fortnite Save the World? Well, I played a little bit of COD 4. So I guess I'm the better person to talk about this because Cameron has not played a single Call of Duty to this day.
I've played some multiplayers of several different Call of Duty
Oh, you
games,
have?
but that was at other friends' houses. But I'm not a Call of Duty person. I in fact, you know what threw me down from Call of Duty, and we'll get right back to the question. What throws me away from Call of Duty is its fan base. It's all the people that play it, all the little kids that play it. And that's the same thing with Fortnite. It's the same thing with Fortnite.
I was about to say that.
It's the same thing with
Fortnite's
Fortnite.
not
It's all
that better.
all the little kids, like, come on. I come on here to play it, have a good time, and you all are total asswits about it. Sorry, this is rated
it's all right,
M.
it's all right.
But yeah, go ahead.
For my tastes, I would say that I enjoy Call of Duty 4 better because I played Call of Duty games much more than Fortnite. And,
We got this.
Like even though Fortnite Save the World is about like zombies and base defense and base building and stuff, that's kind of fun. But the gameplay of Fortnite doesn't suit me as much as the gameplay of Call of Duty.
Also, we're not.
So that's why, like, I've been late to the party. Save the World is a PvE. Right, and it's you versus zombies. But but yeah, like I'm more apt to the Call of Duty style gameplay, and I'm late to the party on Call of Duty 4. But now that I have it, I know that I'm probably going to like Blackout, which is their own battle royale game. I know I'm gonna like that more.
I think it also has to do with the fact that it's the aesthetic of the games too. Like for example, what you just said, you also grew up playing a lot of Call of Duty. I mean,
Sorry, they didn't get the intent. Wait, no, I'm dead, guys. I'm dead. They didn't get that, did they? Okay, yeah. The dude was interrogating a dead body. You saw that,
I
right?
saw that. Yeah, it says they didn't get it.
Mhm.
Anyways, what was I saying? About the aesthetics of the game. You grew up playing
Which game?
Call of Duty.
Call of
Yeah.
Duty?
You
Okay.
grew up playing Call of Duty games. They also tend to have much better graphics. They're for a more mature audience, I would say.
Wait a sec, I'll fix you up.
And it's also the fact that Fortnite looks childish, and that's what
And that's
really
how they
does
that's
for
how
it.
they
That's how they
set-
get.
yeah,
That's how they sell
set the
it.
game up.
Yeah.
So
But at the same time, we are also, you and I, having grown up together and having grown up into further adults, that stuff doesn't appeal to us as much anymore as it would as if it was. If Fortnite came out about 3 years ago,
well, maybe not.
that would probably be
right.
our thing to do.
If I was a kid, I would love it way more than I do.
Yeah.
But it does have that. When I play Fortnite, it does have this like TF2 vibe about it.
Right.
And that's what touches to me. Like that touches. Like, what am I saying? That's what makes me like the game a little bit more, is because it reminds me of Team Fortress 2, which I played so much of.
Right. But yeah, it's for me. It's usually the fan bases.
Well, appreciate your question, though. Thank you for asking.
But other than that, it's for me. It's mostly because I guess I've grown out of all that. Like I tend to want to play more not mature rated games, but mature games with a mature aesthetic.
So Electric Screwball is now asking which should he buy. And I think, try and take into account all that we said. Fortnite, both games have their own, their own respective fan bases. Like, I wouldn't say that Fortnite is all kids. Like, there's a bunch of older,
there's
older
much
people
more.
that play it. Like big streamers nowadays, they're all adults. But I would say it's more about your tastes for a game. If you're more for the cartoonish vibe, a more silly vibe, if we're talking about Save the World, if you like PvE and you like shooting hordes of zombies, then go for Save the World, Fortnite Save the World. But if you Call of Duty 4 is the remaster of the first Modern Warfare, or are you talking about Black Ops 4? Are you talking about Call of Duty 4 or Black Ops 4?
Either way.
Yeah. Either way, it's more like it's really up to your preference of, do you like it more do you like a little more goofy and laid back, or do you like it more competitive, more realistic?
Like at this point,
Black Ops 4.
Black Ops.
Okay.
Good to go.
at this point, I think what it all boils down to is what is your aesthetic pleasure. Or what
Keep down.
Yeah,
I got
it's-
this.
what do you want to see more?
Mhm.
Thanks for looking out.
It's exactly what Marshall says and everything. What the heck?
Someone must have placed a bomb and I didn't
He's
even
got
see
you.
it.
But
Thanks-
it's
thank you, buddy.
I think what it boils down to is
Shit, that was
what
close.
you prefer to see and play while you're playing it.
One thing I don't think I'm gonna like about Black Ops 4 is that they've gone more. Yeah, it is honestly a hard choice, because I won't lie, I like Fortnite. I enjoy playing Fortnite. I like the goofy aesthetic of it. I like the goofy gameplay of it. I think that's fun. But I know I'm more at home with Call of Duty. What I don't like about Call of Duty 4 is the gameplay, they're basing it off of advanced technology. I don't really like that.
Right.
Like, Black Ops 3 came out, and I was like, this doesn't feel like Black Ops. It feels like Halo. And then World War II came out, and I was like, this is more like it.
Right.
But nobody,
that's
nobody
where
else.
Call of Duty
yeah.
originated. and
Nobody
I think
else liked it.
It should have never left that. I think.
I don't think many other people liked World War II, but I did. So,
Which I think is a load of crap because I'm with you. I'm with you on that. That again is another aesthetic thing.
Yep.
It's you. World War II is your favorite time. Is your favorite time?
absolutely.
In history.
Wait a second, I'll pick you up.
Not because of what happened, but because that's his favorite
Yeah,
part of history.
That's my
what he
favorite
likes.
part of history.
And my favorite part of history is the Civil War. So if a game came out that had to do with the Civil War in America, but also I'm from Virginia, so of course
it's in your blood.
it's in my blood to be a part of the heritage.
Guess so.
But I mean, I was born in Maryland, but I'm from Virginia. But again, that's
You were born in
yeah. I was born in Andrews Air Force Base.
I didn't know that. That's what
You're born. You're a New Yorker.
I'm a New
You've
Yorker
always
through
been
and through.
You've always been a New Yorker.
Hey, you can't interrogate a burned corpse, you dolt. I mean, to be fair, though, we haven't interrogated a single person.
Right.
So
Your team's kind
we've
of
been
slacking.
playing this game for a long time, and we haven't interrogated a soul.
It's not good. And you only got less than 8 minutes left.
Hey, they haven't found our box yet.
I know.
So,
I know.
boo-hoo to them. Everybody needs to pick it up. I got you, guy. Why?
Keep breathing. I got this.
Oh.
Aw. How dare you?
He's like, no.
You killed my friend.
I'm set. Watch your ass.
Oh.
Were we talking about something? Oh, we were talking about
Let's go.
Okay, or should I buy the? I think you should buy The Last of Us.
You should buy The Last of Us.
that is completely a biased opinion, though. I think anybody should buy The Last of Us. If you like a good story and good gameplay, buy The Last of Us. You are missing out. But I won't go too much. Yikes!
Yikes! The only thing that I will criticize about The Last of Us is Yahtzee made a review about it.
And I watched it once, and I didn't want to watch it again.
Well,
but it's funny.
However, he wasn't wrong about anything he said.
I know.
He wasn't, and he never is.
Do you know what was funny?
But I know. But one thing that I disagree with him about was he didn't talk about any of the emotional story about the game, and that's what draws a lot of people in. What the heck? What is he
He
doing?
tried to sneak up.
What are they doing?
Oh no! Thought I hit him.
I thought he was just coming at you with his
He
fists.
was.
They both were.
He was trying to sneak up on me to get a stealthy interrogation. He was trying to sneak up on me to get a stealthy interrogation, but he didn't. I shot him.
Got it.
One thing that was funny about Yahtzee's Last of Us review was the next one right after was about a game called Ride to Hell Retribution, and that game was absolute
All right, good to go.
dog crap. And it was funny because as he started that review, the first thing he said was, "Fans of The Last of Us, I feel like a stake has been driven between us." And then he continued by saying, "Let me gain your trust back. So please join me around this barrel, load up your shotguns, and let's take it out on some mother effing fish." He was talking about let's stay together and trash this game.
Yes.
So I thought that was funny. I was like, okay.
Because
you're good, Yahtzee.
again, he said he did not like The Last of Us. And I'm just like, but okay, I can understand why you.
Oh my god.
You were just.
I'm doing some stupid stuff.
But again, he did not disclose anything about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Last of Us 2
they're
has already been
making
announced.
it. Yeah, they've released trailers for it. They released gameplay trailers for it, and it's got a release date for next year. Last of Us 2 is coming out next year.
But if you should definitely play Last of Us.
If you want to get Last of Us 2, you have to get Last of Us 1. Absolutely.
This is a bias from two people, but again, I cannot explain any better how much Marshall and I myself love this game. To the point where we did not stop playing it for days.
I'm
It was
not,
that good.
I'm not certain when you joined the stream, but Cameron and I have both said that Last of Us, the original Last of Us, is one of our favorite games of all time. It is my personal all-time favorite game.
You are making so many mistakes.
Oh, you've already played it. Okay, then yes. Get Last of Us 2.
Yeah.
If you like Last of Us. But we were, I think we've covered all the topics.
Right.
That we
My question to you, Electric Screwball, is you're still wondering which to get.
Uniform.
Nice kill. You're still wondering which one to get. It's which
Where's the code?
Which one do you play more?
That one.
Do you play more Call of Duty, or do you find yourself playing Fortnite a lot more? And I guess that's the question that I ask you to find out, to give you a more definitive answer.
Good question.
He was cooking.
Nobody. I think I'm the only one on my team taking initiative here.
He said you say you play Fortnite more? Then I would go, because you play Fortnite more, I would get the Save the World. If that's what you find yourself coming home to and just starting up again. Nice.
Not to say that you shouldn't like
Yeah.
broaden your horizons.
Right. You should definitely broaden your horizons as well. You should, experience more. That's how you find out what your tastes are. But if you're comfortable with something, keep in that comfort zone. And then when you get, I guess money or a gift or something again, then that's when you'd be like, hey, I'm gonna get Call of Duty
Wait a sec. I'll fix
Black
you
Ops
up.
4. But for now, because
Cover my ass.
it's so popular, I would say stick with Fortnite. Against my better judgment, because as much as we all say we like Fortnite, it's getting to me to the point where I'm just not liking it. there are times where I go ham in that game. And I'm a really good sniper in that game too, and I'm pretty sure even Marshall and his brothers can attest to that.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure Marshall and his brothers can attest to that I'm a pretty damn good sniper in that
Some
game.
ham moments. I guess,
But more often than not, I find myself dying in that game before I can even make a play.
do we know any zombie games that are like The Last of Us? Last of Us was more. It's.
They didn't kill you.
The Last of Us zombie game was more. The zombies or the infected in this game, it wasn't the core part of the gameplay. Like, take a game like Left 4 Dead. The zombies are the core meat of that game. It's about you shooting zombies. And that's what most zombie games are. But Last of Us is a game, it's a survival stealth game where you have to choose whether to sneak around the infected or take them head on if you have the equipment for it. And I honestly can't think of any games that are like that.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else.
It's put you in this apocalyptic scenario where zombies are like the what's the word? Like, I'm thinking of a phrase where it's not the main core of the game. It's not what the game is about.
It's a side panel,
Yeah. All right.
Get your
Yeah.
ass over here and help me out.
The zombies in The Last of Us play second fiddle to what the game is truly about, which is about
It's about Joel and Ellie.
it's about Joel and Ellie. It's about their relationship building throughout an apocalypse, and it's about survival. That's what that game is about. Any other game, any other zombie game is like that. Most other zombie games is zombies are coming at you, shoot the zombies.
Right. There are some like that play a comedic value, or they have a separate story to go along with it, like Dead Rising and like Dead Rising and Dead Island and stuff like that.
We didn't rescue any. Oh, we rescued 4 hostages.
Nice.
Have you played the DLCs? I have. I've played the Left Behind DLC. It was very good. It was I wish it was longer, but it's DLC, so you know it makes sense. But it was nice. It gave backstory on, because throughout the original Last of Us, Ellie keeps mentioning to Joel how when she was bitten, how she keeps having loved ones around her die, and then she one time talks about her friend Riley, and that's what the DLC is about. It's about her and Riley and what happened when she got bit for the first time. But it wasn't just that. It wasn't just the backflash of that story. It was more. It was gameplay that you played as Ellie trying to get medical supplies for Joel. When this is a spoiler alert for anybody else watching, but it was you played as Ellie trying to frantically search for medical supplies to patch up Joel when he got hurt in the college. And that was like a big, like you could definitely, that part of the DLC, you could literally see Ellie's change in character. And that was a strong DLC, honestly. So yes, it was good. Good solid DLC, which you should play if you get a chance.
I don't know. I got so mad playing my version of Last of Us.
Yeah.
You remember this?
He played a version called Us of Last.
I apparently played a bootleg version called Us of Last.
It wasn't a bootleg version. It was the real game. It's just something was wrong with his game where it just wouldn't allow him to win. Like the game would go out of its way to break itself.
And Marshall consistently said, "No, you're just making things up. You say that every time you play a game." I'm like, "No, you play it. I'll show you."
So I played it.
He played it.
Yeah, there's something wrong with it.
There's something wrong with my game. And it was the part where you played as Ellie. In the main story.
The main story, the winter.
In the winter part where David was on your side.
So hard.
And it was so hard.
There's ungodly amounts of hard for your game. Like, I don't understand why it was that much more difficult.
And I'm like, no, Marshall, seriously, play this. I'm not making this up. Something's wrong with my game. And for the longest time, you didn't believe me. And then you're just like, oh,
that's one for the home team.
One for the home.
Was he cooked?
I'm fucking dying
lured
over here.
me out.
Yeah, that was dead.
Like books?
Do we like
I'm
books?
fucking dying.
I
Come on, hurry the hell up.
like books.
You'll never take me alive.
I like books, but I don't read enough. And I really should. But my favorite book of all time has to be a book called Lamb, The Gospel According to Biff, Christ's Childhood Pal. That's a very long title. And it is a comedy book. It
doesn't sound like one.
It is. It is based on the biblical story of Jesus's years that have never been told. And that's the time when he left, became a teenager, to the part where he was referenced as an adult before getting crucified. This is not a biblical or this is a real book.
No, I mean
no, it's not real. It's all fiction. Okay. It's all fiction, but it's a comedy book.
Oh, hurry the hell up.
It's hilarious. It talks about like Jesus learned. It talks about stuff like Jesus learned kung fu. he went to India and learned how to meditate, and eventually he could transcend enlightenment to become literally invisible and ethereal. And I just thought I'm like this is hilarious, and it started going off like that. Read Mortal Engines.
Mortal Engines.
I know. I saw that they're coming out with a movie for that.
They did make a movie of that.
But I don't know. It's sci-fi has never been my thing. My thing's been fantasy fiction and nonfiction or stories based on real life events. Mm-hmm. I like stories like that. I even like there are some fan fictions I like. I know I'm terrible for saying that, but there are some really good quality ones out there. And I refuse to read ones that don't have proper grammar. I literally won't read them. If I'm ever so bored that I go on fan fiction, I'm just like, oh, I wonder what I want to read this time. If the intro itself or even the title has terrible grammar, I won't even look at it. What's that? Because they made it in a movie.
What's he
Like
saying?
Last of Us, but no infected.
Oh, really?
He's saying the Mortal Engines is a lot like The Last of Us, except there aren't any infected.
Is it?
That's actually
Because I know the main like point of
Did you
the.
get him? Oh, you got it.
I did. And he got.
Got
me.
it.
I know the like. I saw a review of the movie, and I'm not gonna like the person that reviewed the movie. He didn't really like it, but I'm not gonna use that as the deciding factor whether or not I'm gonna like read the book. 'Cause he said the book is completely.
Down one unicorn.
I get scared again. What we got? Reed Roach Red Roach has subscribed. Thank you for subscribing, Red Roach.
Thank you. We're trying not to be boring, but thank you.
No, I think this is I kind of like this. Again, Electra Screwball. Thank you for talking to us so much. I really enjoy this.
Go.
Hopefully eventually we will get back to that topic of what I expect in The Last of Us 2 and what I don't like about it. But since you guys are talking to us, we'll focus on that for a bit. But like I said, I won't use the person's review about the movie of Mortal Engines. I won't use that as a deciding factor of reading the book, because he said that the book was a lot better. But I know that the core part of like the core concept of the book is it's cities that are alive, moving cities that eat each other. That sounds
done.
cool, honestly.
Let's go.
Like that's something that your dad would find cool.
It is, but I've seen the trailers of the movie, and I'm just like, this looks honestly terrible. And the acting from the trailers looks awful too. And apparently, like you said, there was someone who reviewed the movie already and said it was awful.
Yeah.
And it looks awful. I'm sorry, it does.
Oh my god. Hi. No problem. Okay.
But that's what's keeping me from it. If the book is so much better than what everyone's saying the movie is, then I believe that. That's usually how most things are.
That's usually how it goes. I don't really. I mean, if you guys know of any, if you know of any movies based off of books that trounce the books, let me know. But I don't know of any.
I don't know.
Terrible
Scott
shots.
Pilgrim did pretty good.
They did all right. They did not.
They did not beat the books.
Beat the books.
No.
I'll stand guard. I'll take a bullet for you.
I've got it.
Get that lockbox. See, this is why I like this version, this mode.
I'm down.
Hang on.
This is what I like about this mode is that you guys could be losing and it can completely turn around on a dime just because.
It's hard. Everybody stands a chance.
Yeah.
I'm all done. Let's go.
But yeah, we will take what your opinion. I don't know what the phrase is because my brain isn't working.
Well, I love post-apocalyptia.
Yeah, I like those ideas too, and that's where a lot of my fiction preferences come from as well. And something about the fact that someone else, completely stranger to us, is recommending us to read something. That's actually something I might actually get into reading. I actually do. I like to think that most people have good taste and stuff.
For games that seem like The Last of Us, I will say that there's an upcoming game that's being released next year in April called Days Gone. The trailers I saw for that sort of gives me a Last of Us vibe. I mean, there are many more zombies, so many more, but it does give me the vibe of like The Last of Us.
Jeez.
It has to do with the moving cities.
Mm-hmm.
Are you referring to
Mortal Engines?
To Mortal End, like the book or the movie?
Speaking of, my phone is getting low. I'm gonna get my charger real quick.
Okay, don't be like the people that you despise. Do not become the monsters you fear. What are you afraid of?
What am I afraid of?
What are you afraid of?
I'm
Both.
afraid. Hold on.
Yeah, like I said, I think that's a cool concept. Cities that move, are almost alive, and eat each other.
Alright, so what am I afraid of?
What are you afraid of?
My fear is the fear of falling.
Falling. So are you afraid of falling, or are you afraid of heights?
No, I love heights. Heights don't bother me. I can go to a top of something, I can go to an observatory and just look out and be like, this is so cool, this is awesome.
See, I get
But
vertigo
if
if I'm up too high.
No, I don't get vertigo, but I get nausea and but like I have a fear of falling and drowning. Because I literally almost drowned.
So your
up
fears
in
stem
camp.
from the after, like the result of death? Is that what
I
your
wouldn't
fears
say
stem from?
that. I wouldn't say that because I think it's just the act before that death, I guess. Like it's why I won't ride roller coasters either, because I get it's not so much the feeling in my stomach that's like, oh, it's tickles, stop, no. It's not that. It's the fact that I feel like I'm not in control. And if I feel like I'm not in control, like my body is falling or going somewhere where I don't want it to go, then I panic, I freak out, and I start feeling sick. And that's part of the reason why I won't ride most thrill rides or roller coasters on things, because I just don't feel in control on them. And that sounds really like pansy-ish, I guess, in the grand scheme of things. But that is, it all stems from a fear of falling and a fear of not being in control. It's also why I've never been drunk before. Like, I personally don't even like to drink, but it's also why I've never drunk enough to actually, become drunk. And a lot of people are like, why don't you just have drinks with us? Why don't you, get drunk with us? Have fun. I'm like, you don't understand. I don't want to lose control of myself. I don't like not being in control. And I don't ever want to experience that.
Snap quick.
Snap quick breakfast.
Why shouldn't they call breakfast snap quick?
Exactly. It's snap quick.
You know what my fear is? Frogs.
I know, your fears are
And
frogs.
toads.
I've used that against you a few times. Because I'm an asshole.
You have. I remember when we were kids and we were down at your lake house. You would like hang off the dock and catch frogs, and then the minute you brought them out of the water, I left because I was like there's been too many times where people have chased me with frogs. I'm not having that. That shit don't fly.
Firefly, watch yourself. Got me.
Dead.
I'm gonna cook.
Shit. Shit.
Boom. I downed him, and then as he was dropping
Get
down,
that food.
that was cool. I downed him, and as he was dropping down to go on his knees, I shot him in the head and killed him.
I'm down.
All right.
Help me.
Well, why don't we get back to the conversation?
Help me out. Help me. Get your ass over here.
What I'm not going to like about Last of Us 2, and I made the broad claim earlier of saying that I'm not going to like that they made a sequel to The Last of Us.
Right.
Because, as we said before, in the simplest terms, it is one of my favorite games of all time, and I have such a big connection to it. And at the very end of the game, I was satisfied with the ending.
Yep.
They did leave on kind of like a cliffhanger, but I was satisfied with the ending.
Right.
It was.
It was a conclusion.
Yes.
It was not a completion, it was a conclusion.
It was a conclusion that you weren't Like if
And there are differences.
if I wasn't satisfied with the conclusion, it's because Joel lied to Ellie.
Right.
And that's the only reason I wasn't satisfied. I was like, "Oh, Joel, why'd you do that?" But at the end of it all, I was like, "You know what?
It's like I understand why.
Yeah, I'm
I
like,
get it.
I think
and
to myself,
I'm okay
I've
with
been
it.
through this full journey. I've seen it all. I'm good. I don't need to see any more." And then there were rumors of a movie, and I was like, "Please, don't be a movie." And then there was the rumors of a second game. And I'm like, "Please don't be a second game." And then it was confirmed that there was, and I was like, I don't know this.
Got me.
But if it's going to be even half as good as the second Last of Us,
Get him.
I know that I will. I know that I will enjoy it. Oh, he's making me dance. he's got armor.
Yeah, he's got armor.
But if it's even half as good as The Last of Us, the first Last of Us, I know I'm gonna like it. I know I'm gonna like the story, but I'm not happy because I wish that it had ended where it did. Because looking at The Last of Us 2, it's going to be a story of tragedy, and I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready to see the characters that I love die.
Yeah.
Which is one thing I'm not excited for, because I'm almost positive they are going to kill Joel in the second game.
Yeah.
And I'm not ready for that.
That's what I'm feeling too.
And
I really
I'm
don't want
perfectly
that.
fine with playing as Ellie throughout the good chunk of the game, because I like Ellie. I you know, we kind of like grew up with her in the first game. But I don't want to see Joel die.
Became one of your favorite characters.
Yes.
A relatable character, even.
Very much
What
so.
the?
He was the game that you played
You better
as.
throw that Molotov before the time ends.
Alright, there's a tie. Tie game. Did I meet my quota? I probably did. Probably did. But one thing I'm excited for, like, okay, that also adds into the expectations. I'm pretty sure Joel is gonna die. Nope, I did not meet my quota. I'm doing terrible. Absolutely awful. So I'm preparing myself for that. So when it happens, it's gonna suck, but at least I could be like, I saw it coming, and I can just brace for it. But my expectations, it's going to be more. It's going to be less about the infected and more about the survivors within the game. Like dealing with evil factions in the game. I think it's going to be more geared towards that.
Or even remnants of fireflies, even.
It's probably going to bounce back and forth. Excuse me. It's probably going to bounce back and forth between the modern time with Ellie and hopefully some Joel, and the past with Ellie's mother. Because there was this one trailer where... have you seen all the trailers?
I think so.
There's this one trailer where it's like there's this group that has captured this woman, and they're like threatening her with hanging her, but she gets saved, and she doesn't look like Ellie, but there's rumors that that's her mother. And I can see that.
See, I don't think I've seen that, but also that's because I actively avoid trailers.
And that's fine.
Because whenever I watch a movie or whenever I want to play a game and there's trailers about it and everything, I just consistently say I want to be as blind as possible when I first experience it. That way, you know, I don't know what's going on. And I don't know how you do things, but a lot of people don't do this. When I go and watch something like a new movie, or if I play a game for the first time, my brain shuts off. And I'm literally like watching or playing, and I'm not expecting anything to happen, and I'm as shocked as anything when something does happen. Like if I watch a movie and I'm like, oh my god, I didn't see that person was so obvious was going to do that because I wasn't paying attention.
I think everybody likes that.
But everybody,
well, not everybody.
But
like some
everybody,
people like to know.
But so many people that I know literally analyze those things as they're watching a movie or as they're playing a game. They're like, I saw that coming. Like, I knew that was gonna happen.
No, I'm
just like, I like being surprised. I like turning off my brain. It makes the film, makes the game more enjoyable. At least in my opinion, it does.
No, I think it does.
If you overanalyze something, you're not gonna get enjoyment out of it. That's how I feel at least.
No, that's understandable. I'm kind of the same way. I like being surprised. I mean, I don't turn my brain off. Like, I will analyze it, but usually I'm wrong.
Yeah, usually I don't mean like completely like watching or playing a game. Like turn my brain off to where I'm just focused on what's happening, or I'm literally just focusing on what's going on specifically.
Uniform down!
I'm good. I won't get this guy, though. Help. People, help!
Oh my
Thank
god!
goodness. Oh, we're not done. We're not done.
Get him.
All right, we might be done. Give me the call. We're not done.
He's dead. Fuck! I'm down!
Got him.
All right, here comes my buddy. Oh, we got it. Sweet.
I'll get your ass over here and
Yeah,
help me
get
out!
that, then get me. I hope.
It said interrogation
Come on,
complete
now,
for
keep
you.
breathing,
It
I
didn't
got
give it
this.
to you.
No, I don't think I got him.
Thanks. Fucker ain't getting up.
Oh, you killed him.
Okay.
No, it's not okay. We needed that interrogation. Thanks, buddy. Cheers. What were we talking about? Have we reached the conclusion of our Last of Us 2 predictions? Thank you, Princess Zelda. What a dear. They're coming.
Torres!
That guy didn't care.
He's like, no.
He's still doing it.
That's
Right in
one
the
down!
butt.
Doesn't care.
This is a Forrest Gump move right there.
Oh.
I shot him in the.
No, you
I
didn't.
got
you,
shot in the buttock.
You talked about what you were thinking was bad.
Oh my
You
god,
didn't-
they're everywhere.
You did not say what you think is going to be good about the game.
What I think is going to be good about the
Uniform
game
down.
is
Where the hell up? I'm dying!
I don't know. Like,
It's a fist fight over here, man.
I guess we're all out of bullets.
Come on now.
You did it!
Breathing, I got
Oh,
this.
Princess Zelda saves me
Got you
again.
covering my ass.
Mess.
Cover me, I got a
Player.
Yes.
All done, let's go.
Mess.
The only, I don't know, just the biggest thing I think is gonna be good about the game is just gonna be characters that I've grown to love.
You can
And
shoot through people?
the characters that I've grown to love, and the character and the the characters and the
Glad you're
characters.
covering my ass.
The characters I've grown to love, and the games I've grown to love.
I
That's,
hope they keep
That's
it
what I'm
the exact
expecting.
same way.
I can't keep going like this.
Because didn't they keep Uncharted the same way? Throughout them all?
they've always kept
Wait
it the
up.
same.
I'm all done.
They've added they added new things and like new
All done, let's
mechanics.
go.
Like in Uncharted 4, they added the grappling hook, but
Right.
it's been the same Uncharted gameplay
Right.
the whole time.
But I hope they keep The Last of Us the same. It's
Yeah.
been almost 5 years since The Last of Us came out.
Let's go.
I hope they
2013.
keep the same control scheme, and I hope they keep the same exact mechanics that made The Last of Us The Last of Us. So
You know what sequel I did want that I'm never going to see? The Wolf Among Us 2.
all right, yeah, that's not
I'm
gonna happen.
down.
Nope. I got that. Someone
Asses over here.
commented on my Wolf Among Us tribute this morning, and they said that exact same thing. They're like, it's too bad we're never gonna see
Coming!
Wolf Among Us 2, and I was like, yep. I feel you.
That was one of your best tribute videos too.
I know that's my most viewed video on my channel. I was extremely proud of how well that one did.
I think that one and your Last of Us one.
Fuck,
are
I
your-
can't keep
are your
going like
best
this.
ones.
Think so?
Good to go.
My Torchwick video got up there.
Your Torchwick video is up there now.
It's more popular than John's video.
Yeah, but that's because Torchwick rose in popularity after it
Darn right.
Spoilers!
Well, anyway.
Then again, Lampwick dies, doesn't he?
No, he gets turned into a ass.
So yeah, he
And
dies.
then he-
So yeah, he dies.
Sorry, that made me giggle.
Gets turned into an ass.
I mean, he does.
An ass clown?
No, just an ass.
Just an ass.
A jackass.
Ass.
All done. Let's go.
Look at that.
They
Great.
didn't even
Look at that
reference-
great texture.
They didn't even where here.
Yeah. Look at that. Fantastic.
They didn't even reference that in the Ruby show. Nothing about donkeys in that show.
Watch my ass.
Although he said watch his
I'm all
ass.
done. Let's go.
You got a donkey? I'm watching it. It's good.
It's good, man. Working out those glutes, man.
That always reminds.
Oh, get him!
I'll save you.
Fucker's down.
Did you? Did you?
I didn't. I'll pay for that though.
Fucker ain't
It
getting
always
no-
reminds me of a joke
Bleed, man.
that that your dad always made with Left 4 Dead. Whenever like when Francis was healing or something, he'd be like, "Watch my ass," and then your dad would say, "Watch my butt."
Watch my butt.
Hurry the
Just
hell
look
up,
at it.
I'm
Let's see you
dying.
take this.
Princess
Zelda.
Princess Zelda.
No. This is the one day she.
It's twice.
Zelda, I love you. I'm gonna
Shit,
start
that was
playing your
close.
games now.
Look at
You've done this to me. Have I died once? I don't think I've died.
You're about
Okay,
to die.
I might die now.
Princess
Zelda, help! Zelda, help!
Get your ass over here and help me out.
Zelda, will you help me?
That fucker's dead.
No! Like, I don't think I've died. I'm gonna die. You're only in trouble if you get caught.
It's okay.
Gotcha.
Zelda,
I'm in trouble.
Zelda killed.
Darn. I think I just blew out the mic. I'm sorry.
No.
That was funny.
That's good.
We need something new to talk about.
We don't have your random topic generator.
No,
Or
we
spinner.
don't.
We've gone over some good stuff. Those are
We
my
did.
nails.
We did.
I don't know.
Well, let's try to think of something.
Hmm.
Because this game, this stream has turned into less of like the gameplay.
Oh!
No!
Did he interrogate?
Yeah, that was a silent interrogation. He grabbed me and he whispered things into my ear, and I told him what he wanted to hear.
What did he want to hear?
I told him exactly where he could find the lockbox. You leave him alone. I'll get
one's
you.
yours.
You won't touch Brian. I hate you. My back. My back.
Even on your helmet, man.
Yep.
That was at most that would be a confession.
That's one down.
You know what he wanted to hear?
Sure. That's a sweet nothing.
He went. And you said, "Oh yes."
Yes. Tell me more.
I'll tell you what you want to hear.
What a horrible thought.
What a horrible thought. Skip.
Oh, hello, my friend. My friend.
Down one uniform.
Snap quick. Snap quick. Snap into a Slim Jim. Oh yeah.
He was a payday guy. He was in the wrong game.
Yeah. It's like you. What are you doing, robbing a? Well, I guess they are. They're breaking open to a safe.
Smoke.
There anymore, buddy.
You're alone. You're alone.
Okay, hold on. Wait.
Down one tourist.
Okay, wait.
Making me a Molotov.
All done. Let's go.
Oh, you want to be friends? Alright, just checking to make sure that was my phone and not the stream. Oh, he got me. Ooh, who messaged me?
Star and Cal.
That is my sister.
Well, she won't.
I think she sent me a picture of something. But yeah, let's think of something else to talk about. What was the last thing that we were talking about? Have we reached a conclusion on The Last of Us and Last of Us 2? I think we have.
I think so. Overall,
Souvenirs.
Overall, do I think it should even exist? No. Do I expect good things from it? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Do I think it could be a complete flop? Yes.
Really? You think it's just gonna bomb?
Oh, right in the butt.
Right in the
He
tuchus.
goes,
Like, what do you do if you get stabbed in, if you get stabbed in the
You might as well
behind?
just die.
You may as well just hope that he finishes you off. It's kind of like if you like get shot or lose your manhood, like you may as well want death. It's like, please end me.
You're gonna suffer. You're doing a lot better in this round, though.
So,
Yeah, you've been getting kills like nothing.
appreciate that, mate.
Princess Zelda
Princess Zelda has helped me out.
has been your.
She's been an
your
ideal
savior.
comrade.
Fucker ain't getting up.
Are you still there?
Get him! Get him!
Charge! Oh, we got him. We won, boy. Alright, where's that guy that dropped my stuff?
See, it says you got last place, but you got like
Yeah, I
so many
think I
kills.
did.
you didn't
Good.
contribute as much towards the interrogations.
Yeah, I think I
guess.
got
You got one instead.
one interrogation.
Yeah.
Yes, filled my quota too. Got one survivor. Sweet. Oh boy, fireflies are attacking. All right, this is where it all matters. We're gonna finally talk about Last of Us multiplayer. Every so often you'll get these challenges here, where you have 3 days to complete any of these challenges, and you can pick whatever challenges you want. So that's the saving grace.
Yeah.
But you have to make sure that you at least complete the first tier of the challenge, because in this you are at risk of losing everybody in your faction. So you got to make sure that you get it. So I think we are going to do, we've been using this one. I think we're going to do this.
Are you sure?
I think so.
Because you've
Like-
been using your pistol a lot.
Right, but when it comes to the challenges where you're at risk of losing everyone in your population, that's when you have to save the challenges that you know that you can get no problem. So it's there's a little bit of management that goes into this. And
Yeah.
hopefully we're going to go to my favorite map of multiplayer, the Lakeside. We always go off on other tangents. Like we start on a
I
straight
know.
road and then we just go off into the weeds.
Stop.
It's like all of our roads that we're on are icy and then we just veer off.
Yeah.
But we have
Into the
four-wheel
tree line.
we have four-wheel drive, so we're able to eventually get back on the road.
And we're like a Mad Max car, so we can like bulldoze through
Oh, what a
trees.
day.
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day! don't.
Oh no, I'm good.
Never saw that movie, but I wanted
No.
to just for that guy.
Just for that guy.
Just for that guy.
That guy
Saw the
is
trailer
having
for
the
that.
time of his life.
And that was the best day of his life. Man, see, you haven't seen the original Mad Max. I have, the one with Mel Gibson. I liked it, but then I saw the trailer for Mad Max.
Heard there are supplies
Fury
in the
Road,
area,
I guess is
and
what it's
also
called.
uniforms.
That came out a few
We
years
watch
ago.
each other's backs.
And it's got what's his name?
Beats me.
Watch my ass.
I can't think of
All
his
right,
name.
good to go.
Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy. I'm like, what? Like,
Bane?
yes, Bane.
Hey, Troy,
Bane.
over there.
He's in This Means War. He's the guy in Venom. You haven't seen Venom, have you?
No.
It's actually pretty good.
Eh,
I think so.
I don't know.
But you're not a Marvel person. But
I am a Marvel person.
Spider-Man is not
I
in
like
this.
Spider-Man.
yeah, but Spider-Man's not in this. I don't think Spider-Man's even referenced in it.
You did make a claim that I was more DC than Marvel, and I think I will agree with you on that one. I
Yeah.
am more DC than Marvel.
But you're also not much of a superhero person.
Not too much. I like the games, but when it comes to the movies, not so much. Can I get him, please? I just want to help. I did good. Yep, I got it. I know. I hear.
Get your asses over here and help me.
I'll help you.
Wait a second. I'll fix you up.
I'm fucking dying.
Thanks for
you
looking
do
out.
get parts for.
Keep breathing. I got this.
He's got him.
Yeah, I got it.
He's
You
got him.
got it.
No, he's gonna be in trouble in a minute. He ran. Oh, they're behind us.
Go on like this.
Hey, watch it. He's got a rifle over there.
Oh, nice.
Well, wait a
He must have been hurt.
Wait, do you have to just down people with it, or do you have to execute
Down.
them?
You see, one down with a semi. And then we got the interrogation.
Out of
I see
six.
someone shooting at me.
You think?
I
As
think,
you take a bullet in the
I
butt.
think someone might be shooting me.
Boom.
Missed.
I have to go get my friend at 9.
Oh, you do? Where are they?
They're right just across the bridge.
Oh, like at the Dunkin' Donuts? I think I just got marked.
No, they work at that Italian restaurant.
All right, good to go.
I don't know.
Costello's,
Fuck!
I think.
Can't keep going like this.
Something like that. Do they live close by?
Yeah. Just apparently because it's been snowing.
Down one turret!
Available.
Keep breathing, I got this!
You were going. Oh no! I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Nope! I got it. Good. I got it. Split right at the end.
I'm down.
The last one.
It just seems like you're playing against really terrible players
over here and help
like
me.
the past few matches.
I'm glad you're
Hey,
covering
we
my
got
ass.
trounced in.
I know you
in
did.
Team deathmatch. We could use a few wins.
I know. It's just I'm not saying that's bad. I'm just
Right.
it just seems like now that
Uh-oh.
you're only playing against terrible players now. Except maybe that
Yeah,
person.
they snuck up on us. Alright, they're coming. The blizzard's kicking in, and I'm wearing a short sleeve shirt.
Idiot. Your guy's a moron. Yeah.
Hey, those nerves died like 2 years ago.
What happened to him?
I think he got sniped.
I'll fix you up.
Princess Zelda. Got
Huh.
you.
Glad you're covering my ass.
Princess Zelda.
Ah!
Yep.
That was a gut shot. Oh, goodness.
God, fuck, I'm down!
Oh. Yeah, that time.
Zelda, no!
It's like, yeah, now they're picking up.
I'm the Link.
They're obviously paying attention to the stream because they
Are they?
they heard me say that
They've come into this game and they're
doing
watching my
terrible.
stream
Right
and they're
there,
like,
uniform.
oh, we know where he is.
they're like, oh, he said we're doing bad. Time to amp it up.
Ooh!
First
Ooh!
down.
Caught him with a headshot. You will be my friend. It's okay. We'll go together.
Fucker ain't getting
Still
up.
alive.
Go together. Total light.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you try? You tried.
Good to go.
More parts for that people. I'm only doing this for me and everyone I love to survive.
You're about to win the game though. You're not like gonna meet your quota.
That's true.
Like I guess deathmatch is the best way to get your parts for quotas, but this one is the best way to get like parts converted, I guess. If that makes sense into your supplies. Because the parts you have at the end of the match
Yeah,
all get converted,
they
right?
get converted into supplies.
Yeah. So versus team deathmatch or your what is it supply drop? I think.
Oh, whoa!
Whoa! Where did he come from?
He's snuck
Got
behind me.
Whispering sweet nothings again.
Moonster.
Moons.
Moons.
That's something I can talk about. Hey. So, one of my favorite games of all time.
What would you rate it?
I'd rate it an 8 out of 10.
Did we?
Specifically,
Was it the Last of Us gameplay that we trashed, that we talked about our favorite games, like our top 10 favorite games, or did we talk about it on stream? I don't remember.
I don't remember.
I want
I
to.
think it was Last of Us.
Okay, so we can talk about it here. We can talk about our top 10, or yeah, we'll do top 10 favorite games of all time.
Top 10 favorite games. Mine will be in no specific order.
I've put
because,
thought into mine.
because mine I have to really think about because I
Well,
have
wait a
so
sec, I'm
many
fixing you up.
favorite games. And I actually might have to look into my collections again and be like, hey, I wonder what...
Uniform
Because
down.
a lot of them, as you can probably tell, are Final Fantasy. The City of Duodecim is also one of them. Crisis Core is one of them. Final Fantasy 10, 9, 12, and 15 all are in the same category, with 10 being at the top because it was my first and
Watch
it
my
holds a
ass.
special place in my heart. 9 being my
done.
absolute
Let's
favorite
go.
Final Fantasy, while 15 and 12 being the funnest to play, I guess, if that makes sense. It's the most fun to play. Legend of Dragoon is on there.
No.
No.
Finish me.
The beans.
Finish the fight. I need to shave.
Yeah, you do. I need to shave.
Yeah, Shaggy.
Like, man, listen. I was dressed up as Shaggy for Halloween.
He did.
And they loved
He
it.
dressed up. He works at Dunkin' Donuts. He dressed up as Shaggy, and he answered the drive-through as Shaggy.
Said, welcome to Dunkin' Donuts. Like, my name is Shaggy.
Man,
What can I get
I
for you?
wish I could have seen that.
I think I told you to come down, but you
That
didn't.
was funny.
But no, it's what I did.
Heads up! Rifle! One
Double
down.
header.
Double tap it.
Double tap, baby.
Yeah, I don't know what else. Fallout 4 is probably on there too, or Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, and Fallout 4 are all equal on my terms because everything had something good that the other didn't. Bloodborne is also there, yes. Bloodborne quickly became a game that
I think I know the code. Oh, a little turn to the right. Okay. And 2 turns to the left. Okay. I am turning it to the right. Yes. And there we go. I believe we have it.
I believe we have it.
I turn into.
Ah! He turned into beef jerky.
I turn into what's that guy's name from Jurassic Park? Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum.
I'm going to turn it to the right here, and
Splinter Cell Conviction is one of
that's
mine.
Chaos Theory. I met my quota big time.
Ooh, man. Nice. So let's see. I got Bloodborne, Final Fantasy 9, 10, 12, 15, City of Duodecim, Crisis Core, Legend of Dragoon, Last of Us, and I don't know, man. I don't know. Probably Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. That game is so fun.
I see. Oh, my sister sent the video of Scar when he's got
Brother.
when he's got Zazu trapped in the cage.
Oh.
He's like, I've got the lovely bunch of coconuts.
There
She sent me-
standing in the
She sent me
room.
that video.
Big one, small one, some as big as your head.
It's a small world after all. No.
No, 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 no. I've got the lovely bunch of coconuts. There they are, just standing in a row. Boom, boom, boom. Big one, small one, some as big as your head. Oh, I never do this with a fuss around. What was that?
Jeez. So yeah, like I.
Another
So
tangent.
speaking of coconuts, I put a lot of thought into my. There's nothing to do with coconuts.
Speaking of coconuts,
Trying to make a
I like
segue.
coconuts. That was a terrible segue.
I've never had a coconut. I've had
You
like
haven't?
I've had like snowballs, like what Hostess makes
Yeah.
with coconut in them, and I don't like the stringy kind of coconut. If you got to piece out for a bit, I'll man the stream.
Yeah, I don't have to go right now.
Okay.
She gets out right at 9.
But yeah, like I said before, I put a lot of thought into my top 10 games. And,
There's
like,
a
I made
Firefly
list
base
on my
close
phone.
by.
Okay, go
Careful
start
and
from
stick
10.
together.
All right. So my 10th
got
favorite
this.
game is the third Spyro that they made for PlayStation 1, Year of the Dragon. because the reason why I like that so much is
Oh,
because
damn, I forgot. I'm sorry. Fable The Lost Chapters is also on my list. Go on.
the reason why that one's my favorite game is because from what I remember of playing video from what I remember from playing video games is that was the first game that I ever beat on my own. And it was the first game that I ever 100%ed on my own.
Didn't you do the same on PS4?
Yes. And it's a game that to this date I still like don't mind playing. Like I love that game so much. And I was ecstatic when they came out with an HD remake of the Spider games. Absolutely ecstatic.
Whoa.
Huh?
Behind you?
I'm down.
No, he got me. The guy way down there.
Get your ass over here and help me
Because
out.
when Crash came out for HD,
That's Cecil.
yeah, it's
That's
Cecil.
Yuri.
Zelda's still here. Zelda, no. But yeah, Yuri's in this game. He's in like every game.
I know.
You should be
I listened
surprised
to
if
that
you-
and I'm like,
You should
wait
be
a second.
surprised
That's
when you hear
Cecil.
when you hear.
That's Yuri.
When I played Spider-Man and I heard it was Cecil, I was like, oh, that figures.
Oh, that figures.
It's like, well, he had to be here somewhere.
Yeah, he's like everywhere.
He's good as Spider-Man though. He
Yeah.
does the role justice.
Anyway, Spiral 3.
So yeah, Spiral 3 is number 10. Number 9 is honestly a tie between Left 4 Dead. I'd say Left 4 Dead 2 and Team Fortress 2. It's a tie. I cannot decide which one I like better.
I have to say that Left 4 Dead 2 is also on my list, but I can't. Like, if I was to group all the Final Fantasies together, then I would.
Mm-hmm.
And then that would leave room for all the other games that I want to mention, which is like Left 4 Dead 2 and Fable: The Lost Chapters, because I love those games. Absolutely. And I wish so much, I want so badly to play Left 4 Dead 2 again, but I don't have a computer. And and my friend Mike and you're always like, we gotta play Left 4 Dead again. I'm like, I need a freaking computer again.
Yep.
Good to go.
Well, the deciding factors for my top games is if they're the first deciding factor is if it's a game that I do not get tired of playing, and I can, and even if it's like, especially if it's like story-driven game, and I can play it over and over and over again, even though I know what's gonna happen. Like that's the deciding factor if I don't get tired of playing it.
Does he have a permanent glint on his?
Yeah.
Oh, it's because he had a shit
Yeah,
on it.
he's got a enterprise melee weapon. So it's a permanent one.
Gotcha.
It's just it's something to make multiplayer a little bit even. So yeah, second
Down one uniform.
number nine is a
Shit, that was going like this.
even tie between Team Fortress
Try
2
some smoke on
and
for
Left 4 Dead 2.
size.
Number 8.
Number 8,
Hey,
I
look,
think,
Firefly!
is Bloodborne.
Okay.
Which it originally wasn't
One
on
down.
my list, but after
Down,
recently
down.
playing it so much, I realized how much I did love it, and I was like, yeah, this deserves a place on my list because again, it's a game that I do not get tired of playing. I've played it, I've made several characters, and I've played it so much, and I'm still not tired of it.
Yeah.
Darn it!
Same way with me. I know you get. I know for a fact you get annoyed with me playing it
Yeah, because you're loud.
because I'm loud. In the
Like,
game, I don't think I have Bloodborne.
It's only game.
It is
Why you have to be mad?
But it's also because like I get so invested in the game. I'm just like I just want to get to this one part, and I know I can. Why isn't it working for me now?
You don't have to scream at it.
I don't know.
It's you just what I do is I take a breath and I realize that there's more important things in this world to be mad at. I do not need to waste my energy on a game.
Be mad.
I do get salty at Chivalry. I played Chivalry a lot and I would get so mad at that game. But I
I
don't
don't
get
think we ever got mad at Left 4 Dead.
I did.
I mean, we got mad, but not like.
Oh boy.
Not like. I mean, it's maybe on realism expert where more frustration than anger. Unless it was Colsey.
I got mad at multiplayer.
Yeah, multiplayer. You did.
Like there was a time where I got so frustrated. Like I got so angry at this guy that was killing me.
Was it Colsey?
No.
Oh.
It was the time where I swore at him 3 times in a row. Like I was so furious that one swear word wasn't enough. I had to swear 3 times. Yeah, I'm not fighting with that. He's better than me.
All done, let's go.
I do get salty at Hotline Miami if I die enough. Which brings me to my
Number 7.
Number 7. It's Hotline Miami 2.
Huh.
And that one again, it originally wasn't on this, but after I watched a bunch of like in-depth lore reviews, or not so much reviews, like in-depth lore analyses on it, it made me enjoy the game even more.
You'll do that with Hotline Miami, which is the most visually grotesque-looking game I've ever seen.
What are you talking about?
I don't like.
You don't like pixel? You don't like the pixel art?
It's not pixel art. It's just.
It is
It's
pixel art.
ugly.
It's what the game is about. It's pixel art.
So
it's
ugly.
It's bombastic. It's
No,
90s colors.
regardless.
It's
Yeah,
neon.
Regardless,
It's cool.
Besides that, I can't stand it. Besides that, you'll look up lore videos for that.
Yes.
But not Bloodborne.
No. No.
You don't see the issue with this.
Yeah, no, I don't. Because the
Because
Hotline.
the lore in Bloodborne is really good in detail.
But they hide it.
they don't.
They
You have
do.
to read.
I'm not gonna read. If
You suck.
They put it in collectibles that you can easily miss. So if they put it in things that I can optionally miss, then that means that the story isn't the story isn't compelled enough to tell it to me. And if the game doesn't want me to see the story, then I don't care.
That's not true.
That is true. If the game doesn't go out of its way to tell me the story, I do not care.
You're a liar.
Whereas Hotline Miami, the story is there, but it's just a little hidden, but it gives you all the pieces right in front of you, right in front of your face. But you have to put in the extra effort to put those pieces together.
You have to do the same thing in Bloodborne.
They-
It's all right
no,
there.
it's not. They hide it in collectibles.
No, they don't. It's all
Hotline
right there.
Miami doesn't put it in collectibles. They show you.
You want to know something? We will continue the countdown very shortly, but
Do we have to
what-
like take a commercial break?
no,
Is that
but,
what you're saying?
no. We will continue it right after I'm done with this. But everything in Bloodborne is right in front of you too. In fact, more lore is in the environment than anything else.
Hey, look!
I promise you, play the game again or just continue playing on a character you have and just look at the
Yeah, torch
things.
down.
Just look at the environment. There is more lore and story of the things you're looking at than in the descriptions of items that you are missing. I promise you. That makes the game so much more enjoyable for me. And I will listen to people's theories and lores about things of Bloodborne. And I'm just like, I can see where this is coming, but I'm telling you, you're wrong about this.
Fuck. Can't keep going like this.
Also, Lovecraftian horror is awesome. And mixed in with gothic horror. That's pretty cool. I don't like horror, but that's cool.
Oh no.
Anyways, number 6.
I didn't explain why Hotline Miami 2
Yes, you
is
did.
one of my favorite games.
Yes,
I
you did.
Not enough.
You did.
I like it because of how much studying I did with the lore, and it's so interesting of how much you missed, even though it was right in front of your face. And it's a story about revenge, redemption, but at the very end, it's a story about like it's a story about
See him take this.
I'm
Let's
trying to
move.
like think of like a heavy
See him
word.
take this. Let's move.
What are you talking about, dude? You just said the same line like 3 times in a row. What are you doing?
It's probably high. Look at
On
all the
set.
smoke.
Watch your ass.
Man.
He's.
Yeah, man.
That is what happened in there.
A bunch of smoke bombs.
Zelda. Zelda.
Down!
Hunter, look left.
Can't keep going like this.
Get her.
Breathe. I got this.
Fuck! I'm down!
Wait a sec. I'll fix you up.
Anyways, number
Get
6.
your ass over here and help me out!
Well, wait a sec. I'm
Fine.
fixing you up. Back there.
Shoot him! Oh my god, this pistol, man. This pistol.
I'm down.
I shot up his abdomen, like his stomach is bleeding acid, and he didn't die.
Lead poisoning too. I'm eating all that lead.
Yeah.
Anyways, number 6.
It's a story about tragic heroes
Cool.
that meet their end. Everybody meets their end in that game. Because it's like, you know, your sins will catch up to you. That's what the story is about.
Okay.
Anyway, and Hotline Miami 2 does it so well that once you realize what has just happened, it makes you depressed, but it makes you satisfied. Because it doesn't leave you hanging. So anyway, what is it? Number 6?
Yes.
Number 6 is... I gotta think.
You
Like, I can see my list. I just don't know where pieces go. Hold on.
It's
Play for
Spiral-
me.
I don't know how to play this game.
I'll be right with you. Just move. Make sure I don't die. Alright, I'm bringing up the list. Okay, here we go. Alright, give it back. Thanks,
I
bro.
don't remember the controls, man.
It's like giving the controller to a toddler.
Like I kept playing the game. I kept pressing buttons. I'm
Like,
like,
what-
I don't remember what. I don't remember.
What buttons do?
I don't remember what. This is what happens.
Alright, oh. 6 is the Half-Life series.
Okay. That's higher than Bloodborne. That's
Because it's because of how long I've had that game.
yeah.
And I've played through all the games over and over again, and it's just one of my, I love it. It's one of my all-time favorite series. I just can't describe it better than that. It's just I love it so much. And I guess like you can like according to a lot of the other games on my list, I'm kind of a Valve fan. I always have been. It'd be nice if they made a new game. That'd be nice.
So, anyways, Half-Life
Half-Life
series.
is number 6. Half-Life series.
Number 5.
Final Fantasy X.
Final Fantasy X. It's a good Half-Life. You haven't even beaten it yet, so
I haven't.
I feel like
I've
you
played
can't,
it an umpteen number of times.
I feel like you
but I've
can't
never
have
played
that on your list.
Oh my god, are you seriously bringing that in? It doesn't. I don't have to beat it for it to be my favorite game.
I
The
understand
amount
that,
that
but
I've been exposed to it is enough to make it my favorite game. I've only been exposed to it. How little I've been exposed to it, I think it's impressive how much I love it. I love the characters. I love the scenery. I love the story. I love the music. I love not so much the gameplay, but everything else I love. And I think the reason why it's so high on my list, rather than being lower, is how much like dedication, like I've put into making that game stand out in my life. You know?
I mean, I understand.
Like, and it's not just the merchandise that I've bought. Like, my usernames are based off of Final Fantasy X. I bought all the games. I bought toys for it. Figurines.
They're toys.
Figurines.
They're still toys.
They're action figures.
They're still toys. I didn't say they were dolls. I said they're toys. Yeah, one bullet. Make it count.
Nope.
Nope.
But of course, the biggest thing that I saved for last. We won?
Good job, dude.
How'd we win?
Don't question it.
All right. But the biggest thing that I say for last is that shows how like dedicated I am to that game is that I got a tattoo of the Xanarkand Ape symbol on my arm. That game is fused with me.
Like, I want to do something similar.
Right.
Except I can't do the Xanarkand Apes because now you have it unless we're getting matching tattoos like best buds.
Aren't you getting aren't you getting Jack's tattoo on your chest?
I am not.
Why not? That'd be so cool.
I need to build my chest a little bit more to do that. I also need to be a little bit more bronze colored.
Okay, so go work out in Florida for a year. That'll do it.
Non-stop.
That'll do it.
I already got the voice down.
Yeah,
Jack's
and then
also one of my
after-
favorite characters, not from 10, but from Dissidia.
After you become buff and tan and you get the tattoo, then all that's left for you to do is have a son, get married, and become an alcoholic.
Yeah, boy.
and then
That sounds like the life.
and then you become Jack.
And then I beat my son.
Awful.
Because he wanted to be a whale.
Yep.
Anyways, number 4.
Number 4 is Resident Evil 4.
Okay. I watched you play it.
Mhm.
You made a YouTube poop about it.
I did.
You
It did
you made a
fairly
lot of
well.
tribute videos with it.
Mm-hmm.
You
Well, one
one of your first cosplays was or was it your
Leon.
first?
Second.
Second
Second
cosplay.
cosplay was Leon.
Was Leon Kennedy.
Mm-hmm.
And Resident Evil in general has been one of your favorite series. So
It
I
has.
can understand why that would be your so
Right.
close to the top.
Resident Evil 4 was the first Resident Evil I played, and I got attached with the character Leon, and I got attached with the gameplay. And beating that game for the first time was such an accomplishment because it was like back when I started playing it, I was so scared to play it that I wouldn't play it unless I had cheat codes.
Mhm.
And I got to this really scary part with these creatures called regenerators, and they were so terrifying for me as a kid. And even with cheat codes, I still could not beat that part because of how scared I was. And then one day I go to play it and I realize I forgot my cheat codes.
Oh.
But that was the day that I beat that part without my codes.
Built
And
town.
that was an accomplishment for me. And again, it's a game that I can play over and over and over again. I know what happens, but I still love it just the same.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Number 3.
Number 3 is Kingdom Hearts 2. It was the first Kingdom Hearts I played, and like you've bashed me about how I don't deserve to like it.
I need to point something out for the viewers, okay?
Can we play yet?
I need to point something out for you guys that
Oh boy.
if it wasn't for lovely old me, you wouldn't even know what Kingdom Hearts is. So go on, continue. I love hearing this one.
Tell me why it was because of you, or why you think it was because of you.
No, it's because I kept saying Kingdom Hearts is so great. Final Fantasy is so great. You're gonna love this game. You haven't even played the first one. Why are you getting the? And then you got it, and then you
Hold
played
on.
it, and you're like, oh my god,
Hold on.
it's so amazing. I'm
Hold
like,
on.
it's so great because I told you about
Hold
it.
on. Your mind is dizzy because I'm going to tell you how it really happened. I go over to his lake house, and he plays this game, which is Kingdom Hearts 2. He's at the last fight. I have no idea what's happening. I think he's fighting Cruella de Vil because of Xemnas' color scheme. I literally thought you were fighting Cruella de Vil. And I only saw that last battle. I had no idea what you were playing. I had no idea what you were doing. And you had a Tidus figure on the shelf. I looked at it, and I was like, hey, this is the guy from the game. And you snapped at me, and I got scared. This is literally what happened.
What?
This is what happened.
don't
I
remember
swear to you.
this.
I swear to you, this is what happened. I saw his shoes, and I was like, oh, it's the same guy. And you snapped at me. And I had no idea why you were so angry. What? I got kicked out of the game. What's happening? Where am I?
You're in
I've never seen
purgatory,
this
my
score
guy.
before. I've never seen this thing before. Where am I? Am I like the puppet master? What is this?
Exit and re-enter.
What the heck was that?
So they
that-
snapped.
That is what happened. That was the first experience I had with Kingdom Hearts. I didn't know what you were playing. At school, I had a bunch of friends that played Resident Evil 4, and they were excited that I was playing Resident Evil 4 and Sly Cooper. That was the big thing. They played Resident Evil 4, Sly Cooper, and Kingdom Hearts 2. And it was coming out, and they were excited for it. And they were like, are you getting Kingdom Hearts 2? And I'm like, what? No, I never played it. But I'd sort of heard of it. I knew that it was a game that you played with a key, and you fought with a bunch of Disney characters. That's all I knew of it.
Mm-hmm.
But my friends at school kept talking about it, so I was like, all right, my friends keep talking about it. I want to be like my friends. Maybe I should get it. I looked at Kingdom Hearts 1, and I saw the Cerberus on the back of that box, and I was like, no, this looks hard. and then I picked up Kingdom Hearts 2, and I was like, okay, let's get this one. This one might be easier, because that was the game that they were all talking about. They weren't talking about 1, they were talking about 2. So I picked it up and I played it, and I watched the opening cinematic, and you bash on me about this all the time, but honestly, something about the opening cinematic just it touched me. Like, it touched me in the feels. And the beginning part with Roxas, a bunch of people, like, they don't like it because they're like, why is this in the game? I related to it for some reason. I was the lonely kid. I was the quiet kid at the time.
It's because
and it spoke
you
to
never
me.
played the first
It doesn't
one.
matter. I think that's what helped. That's what helped me. I was like, okay, this is
I'm
a
not
this is a
bashing
new
on you
fantasy.
for that. It's just because after you beat it, then you're like, then I finally said you need to play the first one.
Me not playing the first
And you
one,
hated the first one. And I don't understand.
it's the same reason why I don't like Assassin's Creed
We've heard
1.
there are supplies
I've never
in the
played
air,
it. I
and
played it
also
once, and I
uniforms.
did not like
We
it
watch
because
each
of how
other's backs.
spoiled I was.
You've
with
never
the
played
future
it. You
games.
played it once.
Yeah, I played the beginning once,
Watch
and
my
I
ass.
stopped because I didn't like it.
done.
Because I was so spoiled with the other games. That's what happened with
Good to
1.
go.
I was so spoiled with 2 that I
good to
didn't
go.
like 1.
And then I snapped.
Yeah, snapped again.
Number 2.
In conclusion,
Number
Kingdom Hearts
1.
2 just resonates with me so much that's why I love it. I love it more than 358 over 2 days, and I love 358 over 2 days. But just 2 just resonates with me. But anyway, number what? What am I at? 2?
2.
My butt.
Number 2 is The Wolf Among Us.
And number 1, as we know,
Number 1
Last
is
of
The
Us.
Last of Us.
Number 2, Wolf Among Us.
Hurry the hell up! I'm
My parents have
fucking
even
dying.
played that, or my dad has.
Your
And
dad
my
has.
mom, who doesn't really care for video games, loves The Wolf Among Us. She also loves the Uncharted series because she would always watch my dad play them, and I did too. I personally have never played any Uncharted games, but I want to. However, I watched my dad play all of them because it was like watching a movie.
Mm-hmm.
And we liked it, and my mom liked it, who doesn't like video games, liked the Uncharted series and loved The Wolf Among Us. To the point where my dad would come home, get on the TV in the living room, the main TV that we all watched, turn on the game, and we'd all go like this. We're
It's
ready.
An amazing story.
All done. Let's go.
But I never watched him play Wolf Among Us because I wasn't there at the time. But my mom said that's something she really liked, and that's to have my mom say she liked it is a great thing. And it makes me want to play
You
it.
got me.
And also because you told me it's so great. And I've seen a few playthroughs, but not playthroughs, but like tidbits of it. And of
Hurry
course
the
your
hell up! I'm fucking
tribute
dying.
to it. And I'm like, this game, it looks pleasing. It's got interactive choices, and everything you do has a consequence. It affects the story,
Right.
and I like that. And I want to, and because of that, I want to play that. And that's going to be a future video of me playing it.
Yep. Well, that'll be a future stream that we do where Cameron plays through The Wolf Among Us.
Is that going to be a stream, or is it going to be a partner?
Stream.
Okay,
We'll do it in multiple parts,
Right.
but it'll be
Yeah.
a stream.
I'll look forward to that. Yeah.
Good.
Smoke. Watch it.
Because that is a game I want to play. But with that being said, I have to bounce out for a few minutes.
All right.
I will be back
What are we at?
if you
2 hours.
Yeah, we're at 2 hours now.
All right. We'll
If
go
you're
a
s-
little bit longer.
All right, I will be back momentarily in a few minutes.
Okie doke. Me,
I'm down.
for me, the reason I liked Wolf Among Us so much was I played the first 2 episodes of the first season of The Walking Dead, Telltale's The Walking Dead, and I enjoyed the aesthetics of the game because they made it to look like the comics, The Walking Dead comics, and I thought that was really cool. But I liked the point of the game
Thanks.
where you make your choices and all your choices, most of your big choices affects the game. And I really like that, but I never ended up finishing it. And then I read about this new game that made by Telltale called The Wolf Among Us, and I read it in a Game Informer magazine, and the story just seemed so fascinating. It's a story about notable fables, notable fairy tales, who are all trying to live in the real world. Later. Where they're all trying to just live in the real world, trying to hide from the real people, and having to deal with a murder happening, a murder that's happening in town. And immediately, like that,
All done. Let's go.
that just seemed like so fascinating to me. So I kept up on it. It finally came out. I bought it. And I bought the season pass so that I could get all the episodes at once. And I played the first episode of it, and I was immediately hooked. Bigby Wolf is one of my favorite video game characters of all time. He's right up there with Joel and Leon.
Downward tourist.
The story was great. The music was amazing. Like I said, all the characters were lovable because they all had their own unique but believable personalities. Like I can rant on about why I like it over and over again, but hopefully I've made my case. It's just such an amazing. It was just such an amazing game. I've never played like the other Walking Deads. Like I've never played any of the other seasons of Walking Dead. I never played any of the Minecraft story mode. I think they also did Borderlands, the prequel story. So I can't really say that Wolf Among Us is their best game that they've made, but it's definitely my favorite.
Wait a second. I'll put you up.
Fuck, I'm down. Glad you're covering my ass. I'm fucking dying over here.
Tell me what you know. Give me the code. You don't get your usefulness.
I'm all done. Let's go.
Alright, we can pick this back up. They haven't started touching our lockbox yet, so we can come right back. None of us are over at our lockbox, though, so we gotta get over there.
Cover me.
I got a lot of parts. I should probably use that.
All right, man. I'm good to go.
Thanks.
Oh, thank you for the Molotov. Alright, let's set some traps. This is a good spot. I would always fall for bombs right there. All the time. So hopefully you can get some suckers. Now, I've killed some people over there.
Alright, good to go.
Alright, come on now. I still gotta get a few more downs. Otherwise I'm gonna lose a lot of my faction. Gotcha. Oh, come on. Last bit of information. Come on, come on. Oh, same guy. Sorry, buddy. Alright, sweet. We've evened it up. We can win this. Alright, I don't know what kind of tricks they have up their sleeves. But what I do want to do... Oh, there's a trick. What I do want to do at least is get the supplies that I've left. Does he know I'm here? He might know. He knows that. Just gonna get him on double. Ah, that's alright. I'm kinda sad now because Cameron's gone and he's like... He's honestly like...
That's one.
He's a good source of fuel for when it comes to conversations, because I'm getting better at commentary, and I'm getting better at keeping a conversation going, or at least talking about something. But I'm getting better at it, but still I'm so much better when I've got someone else to talk to. And without Cameron, I don't have that.
Dead.
So, I guess now is going to be more talking about the game
Fucker's down.
rather than talking about something more, more off topic.
That fucker ain't getting up.
But if you guys in the chat, have a conversation starter, please let me know. I'll frequently look over to the chat to make sure that I see you guys talking. I really appreciate, I don't know if you're still here or not, but, yikes. Burn it up!
Down one turret.
That was an epic fight. You're mine. Poke, poke. Oh, they got me. I really appreciate Electric Screwball for talking to us and asking questions. Like, I really enjoyed that. I mean, I don't know if we rambled on a lot about it, but I don't know if we fully answered your guys, or Electric Screwball, I don't know if we fully answered your question or not. I hope we did, but I really do appreciate you talking with us. That was fun. See, that's what I would like to get more of. More conversations with the stream. Or the chat, I mean, sorry.
Fuckers, try some smoke.
Nice. Nice. Not too shabby, Marshall. Not too shabby at all. Ooh, we're going ham now. Berserker mode activated. Clean. Sure, Cameron. I'll clean it. Cleaning up their team.
Hey, look, Firefly, watch yourself.
That was almost a headshot. Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Watch it, sniper.
Turret's down.
Oh, he's coming.
Let's go. Bomb set. Watch your ass.
That was dumb. Alright, let's try some this last round. This last few moments.
Cover me. All done. Let's go.
I've got that perk on that gives me a shiv at the beginning of every turn. I never use shivs enough more than I'd like to. This guy knows what I'm talking about. Don't you, buddy? Oh! Took away all my armor. Paid for that. Paid good parts for that. Alright, where are they? Over yon?
Boom.
Bummer.
Hey, right there! Uniform!
I wonder if, like, if his arm is through that. I wonder, what's in my wonder bar? Gotcha. Aw, man. Does anybody remember that? Any kids from the 90s out there? Anybody remember Wonder Balls? Those hollow chocolate balls that had, like, hard tart candies in them. They did it a lot with, like, Disney characters. I remember. Those were good. I feel like they tried to bring them back, but now I don't see them anymore, so I think they're gone. Oh, he's upstairs. Shoot. Alright, he'll be coming. Oh, there he is. Come here. Not this time. Right when I was complaining about not getting to use my shiv, a beautiful assassination from the back, Captain. already. I remember them, but never had many Wonder Balls. Cameron's still here in spirit. Trying to start up these conversations. He says, I remember having chocolate orange, and chocolate raspberries that you put in the freezer. Now that sounds foreign to me. I have no idea what that is. Oh no. No. I guess it's up to me.
One down.
Booyah! I mean, we're still gonna lose, cause they did that. How dare you! Right in the spine. We're still gonna lose, but I don't think I stole the satisfaction from him, cause he knows that they're gonna win. But that was an accomplishment for me. I really went over the quota this time, so thank goodness for that. There's another down. You'll have the downs. I love that execution.
That fucker ain't getting up.
Somebody's gonna run up and shank me. Sweet. We completed. Don't give. What if I want the satisfaction? Okay, it's all right. We made our quote. We won. In the long run, we won that match. We got all our supplies, and we completed our challenge as best as we could. So we're only losing 20% of our faction. 16 survivors. Cheaper armor, sweet. That's good coffee. I'm gonna have to mix some more. Actually, no, I still have an orange soda here. Oh my god, that's beautiful. Soda is always best when it's in a glass bottle. It goes, when it comes to taste, it's glass bottle, plastic bottle, can, cup. And yes, there is a difference in taste. Believe me. I hope he's not like watching and driving at the same time, because it's like snowy out there. I think we're supposed to get hit with some snow on Friday. This one. Actually, this map we're gonna want to bring back up the hunting rifle. Just like there is a difference between Coke and Pepsi. No, there's not. It just tastes like cola. Pepsi tastes like Coke, and Coke tastes like Pepsi. I'm sorry. I'm not a cola drinker. I can't drink it. For me, it's like there's like different levels of how I rate my preference towards soda. There's favorites, then there's I'll drink it if it's the only thing they have, and then there's I'll drink it only if I'm thirsty, like dying of thirst. And Coke is in that dying of thirst
spotted some uniforms
rank.
around here.
Root beer and Dr. Pepper is the I'll drink it if there's nothing else. And soda's like orange soda, grape soda, Mountain Dew. Those are my favorites. Cream soda too. That's I love cream soda. All right, who's coming? I'll catch them when they're on the beach. I think it's clear. All right, we're gonna move up to that next box. Go, go, go. Cameron says, I've never been so wrong before about the Coke and Pepsi thing. No, I've been more wrong. I've been way more wrong. Let me think. When was I more wrong?
Come on, man, cover me.
Give me a second.
I'm all done. Let's go.
Trying to think. Like, I once made a list of times I was just dead wrong when it came to video games. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to, like, bring that back to the front of my mind. But I can't. But I guarantee you, I have been more wrong before than this whole Coke and Pepsi debate. Where is everyone? I saw some red blips over here. But seems like they're all gone.
Turret's down.
Gotta get the jump on them. It looks like we've been killing them. That's where they're going. All my teammates are killing them. We've got 2 interrogations. I want to help. I want to help everyone. You know, come to think of it.
Got a uniform right there.
Come to think of it.
Down.
Oh, come on, man. You've done this. If he's typing in chat, that means that he is paying attention to this when he should be driving. And he wonders why he goes off the road. Or maybe the reason why he's in chat right now
Yeah, that one's dead.
is oh, there he is. No, stop. The reason he's in chat right now is because if I say something that goes against like his thoughts or his beliefs, if I say something that directly impacts him, he's staying in chat right now so that he can defend himself, at least to some degree. Because he can't just leave it be, like if he's been outsmarted or if someone has said something that wrongs him. He's got to be there to defend himself, even if it's something so minuscule. No, save yourself. Oh, that's a lot of us that are going to be interrogated. A lot of us. All right, they got 2 interrogations. Might be 3. Yep. Alright. We gotta ham it up.
We're good to go.
There was one. These eyes still don't fail me. There was another one. Let's see if we can get the sneak. Totally got the sneak. Yes.
I got it.
Bingo. I've never gotten one of those before. That was a first. Oh, no, punch him. Come on, come on. Oh, yes. Bingo. All right, beautiful. Beautiful. You're doing
I
good.
can't keep going like this.
You know what the sad thing is? In terms of streaming, is that I've waited so long to stream. Like, not like I couldn't and I really wanted to. It's just I never had the proper influence or inspiration to do it. And now that I am doing it, I'm realizing how much I do love it. And honestly, I could just lose time streaming. I could just, like, lose myself and lose track of time while streaming. But I know that I have to I have to divvy out my time when doing it. But it's going to come to a point eventually where Cameron and I are only going to be able to stream on when, like, he and I together are only going to be able to stream on Wednesdays, and that's gonna be our set time in the future, and we'll make a formal announcement for that before we switch to that. But that's what it's gonna become.
Tourist.
It's going to be streaming every week, Wednesday at 5:30. But I'm gonna be. Oh. All right. Let me see. If I was trying to get the Jeff Goldblum impression in there. Like I'm gonna. I mean, I guess it's okay, because it's gonna be something to look forward to every week. I get to look forward to Wednesdays every week. But still, like, I'm gonna want to stream more. And it's not saying that I can't. It's just that it will probably be a little. It's going to be more fun when it's both Cameron and I streaming.
Down one uniform.
For me, anyway. I might do some more solo streams. There is a solo stream that I wanna do just by myself if I can. Where I play the newest DLC for the Spider-Man game. Spider-Man game. 'Cause that came out a few days ago. I'd like to stream that. Alright, I saw a blip over here. Hopefully we can get the jump on him. Got the jump down. Alright, get that box. Get that box. Someone's got to get that box. We're all busy trying to get the executions. Nobody's going for the box. I'll do it. I'll do it.
All done.
Someone watch me. Someone needs to take a bullet for me. What was that? Did someone shoot that, or has that always been there? Alright, come on. First tier, sweet. Alright, is anybody there? Come on. Let's get that second tier. Almost. Oh, they're coming. They're coming. We gotta hold them off. Keep holding them off. Come on. Almost got it. Almost got it. Uh-oh. They're storming the beach. They're storming the beach. Oh, God. Oh, not quite. Almost had it. It's alright. We got 2 tiers. It's alright if I don't get picked up. I've done my job. This guy's going at it. I think he'll get it. Yeah, he's got it. Sweet. Another victory for me. Or us. Salute. Excellent. We're feeding people. Beautiful. This is I guess this is like a left-handed mug, because you'd want like the picture facing out, and that means I have to hold it with my left hand. And I wish that the picture was on the other side, but this is okay for me anyway, because I get to look at the picture every time I drink. Cameron just sent me a text. What do you say? Getting Wendy's. Okay. Pick me up a cheeseburger or 2. Pretty please. Pick me up a cheeseburger. Pretty please. That wasn't too bad for Kefka. Wasn't too bad at all. Alright, we've been doing pretty good with the silenced semi-auto. So we'll keep going with that. Hello? I'm also very thankful that we got another subscriber tonight. We got one on our last stream too, and it startled me. I wasn't ready for it. Did I lag out? That's menu music.
We heard there are supplies in the area, but there's
Good,
uniforms skulking around too.
Here we go.
Watch each other's backs.
We got this.
Don't think I have enough for crafting. That's okay. There he is again. Never mind. He doesn't have his cash on him. Well, he tried. Can't say that he didn't. It's alright. We have food here. No need for us to buy. Oh, heck.
Careful, man! He's got a rifle! Tore us down.
Bingo. That was a good shot. Uh-oh. I'm out.
Fucking got me.
I'm down.
Oh!
I tried.
Fuck,
I was
down.
greedy. I should have taken cover. I was greedy. Ooh. Hey, thank you for killing me. Because you can't get information out of a corpse. It's like, I don't understand. Like, a lot of people do that. Like, they'll down you and then they'll instantly execute you. And it's like, do you forget that you're playing interrogation?
Give me a sec. Good to
Hey,
go.
watch my ass.
I mean, that's my guess. Or like,
go?
if you don't have a choice, like the other team is coming, it is better that you get the execution on the guy that you just downed. Before their team arrives. Nothing. Oh wait, I saw something. There he is. Stop horsing around.
That was my last shot.
He outdid us both with that little technique. It's a secret technique, known only by the pros.
All right, good to go.
Oh my god.
Fuck! I'm down!
Bad idea. Bad idea. The entire team ran in there. They got 2 interrogations. No, get out of there, buddy. Get out of there. You don't stand a chance. They didn't get shot. Maybe he did. It's like a rabid mongoose. There they are. There they are.
Firefly!
I
Down
see
one
you.
tourist!
Boom. I see you too.
Uniform!
And you.
Firefly, watch it!
I've got them all zeroed, boys. Get in there. Yeah, I got one too.
Bleed, man!
That's all I'm talking.
One
Yes! Beautiful! My instincts saw me safely.
Get your asses over here and help me!
I'm out! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Should I retreat? I gotta get ammo. I think I have enough bullets for ammo. Beautiful. I should also open a crate, so I can hopefully get more ammo. Yes. Excellent. Let's get back to racking up the kills. We'll make one of these, babies. Alright, let's get in there.
All right, good to go.
Someone's over there. Nothing. Must have crossed over to the other side already. Oh, there they are.
Fuck! I'm down! Hurry the hell up! I'm fucking dying!
Stop hurting my friends.
Keep breathing. I got
you.
this.
Hang in there. Hang in there. You're gonna be fine.
Shit, that was close.
Oh boy, what a great time to not have a bomb.
Let's see him take this!
See him take this! Down one
Let yourself
uniform.
into my house. Yes, sir, I have your hotel room right here. Have a nice sleep, sir.
I've got it.
Turret's down.
I'll get this one.
Got it.
Please, no one shoot me. No one shoot me. Nope, I'm getting shot.
That one's dead.
Fuck!
Bummer.
I'm down!
Let's see him take this!
Again, Argon Lights is like, he's shooting to kill.
God! Fucking blind!
Alright, we're coming back. Actually, yeah, we came back. We're in the lead now. Excellent. Alright, they got another interrogation. This guy's in a big fight. He's not okay. Alright, hopefully they'll come in for the interrogation. They won't know I'm here.
Get your ass over
Yeah,
here and
this
help
guy.
me out!
I heard. How'd you forget your cash?
Fucking got me.
Where's your wallet?
Cash is not in your wallet.
Where is it?
I'm set. Watch your ass.
No, there's no need. Oh, I downed someone? Sweet! Oh, I got flanked.
Fuck! I'm down.
Those gold coins? I'm rich!
Get your ass over here and help me out.
Alright, so Cameron is back. Wendy-less. Oh, they've taken the lead again. See, this is what I mean by what we said before. It's like this game mode, you can easily come back no matter where your position is. It's a lot easier to come back than supply raid. Was that someone over there? It was. I saw like I saw this faint silhouette.
Torres!
Tourist! Oh god.
I'm down.
Fuck! I'm down!
Stop it. Stop.
Down
Oh,
one
I'm
tourist.
fucking dying over here.
Wait a sec. I'll fix you up.
Fucking dying over here!
Alright, hold on. I'll get you
Shit, that
too.
was
Keep breathing.
close.
I got this.
Alright, we weren't able to get that
Shit, that was close.
interrogation. I don't
Cover
think.
me. I gotta patch up.
Definitely not.
Dad!
All done.
Fuck!
Let's
I'm
go.
down!
Give me
Come on. Come on.
I'm fucking dying over here!
Always running out of bullets. Need to manage my bullets better.
I've got it!
Alright, now we're down to the wire. Let's get some armor going. An upgrade for our pistol. Beautiful. Hey, look who's back, everyone.
It's me!
Give him a round of applause.
The most lovable character on this channel.
Huh? You're the yin on the yang.
I'm the yang on the yang.
Ha! Nobody cares.
Nobody gets it either.
Nobody will get it.
I don't even get it. No, I was not texting and driving.
Then what were you doing?
I was parked waiting for my friend to get out of work.
I see.
And what took so long is I literally brought her to the driveway.
Driving? You went to go see a movie?
I brought her to the driveway, and I can't make this up. The city, whatever vehicle it was, I guess it was painting on the road. It was literally right in front of the driveway, so I couldn't back out.
Wow.
And I'm like, are you kidding me? And she got out of the car and she goes, yep, cool story. You guys are doing great. Yep. I'm just like, they couldn't wait for me to pull out. I had my reverse lights on and everything.
Wow. They're just like, no, you don't understand. We got to do this.
We gotta do this right now.
We got to paint this road right now.
It also wasn't snowing out, surprisingly. It was really windy, though.
We're going to get some snow tomorrow.
Yeah, I know.
Is that me? Sounds like me.
Firefly!
Ooh,
Uniform
booyah.
down.
Booyah.
Anybody else? I think so.
Yes.
Fucker ain't getting up!
Just like that.
Oh, yep, here they come.
Here they come.
Surprise!
Fucking got me.
Oh, you got him. Oh, man.
All right, let's open that box up. Come on, come on, come on. Someone shield me. Human shield, please. No! We were losing most of this match, and we came back. Like, big time. And now all we have is one more tier left to open the box.
One down.
Hurry that!
That one's dead.
Someone get that box. There's two of you in there. Someone get the box.
Good to go.
Alright, I've got a bunch of parts or supplies just laying around. I gotta pick it up. Hey, we won. Sweetness.
Hey! Dab for the dab.
I can salute. That was a good match. No one can say it wasn't. Hour and a half. 2 hour and a half. 2.5 hour. There we go.
2 hour and a half. 2 hour and a half. Hour and a half hour.
No sick, only one hungry.
Oh, yeah.
We are treating our survivors right. Oh, we're almost there.
Yeah, you're almost at the end.
Friendly survivors found. We can get up to 16 survivors. All right, what should we do?
Oh, this is no potential loss at all. This
Nope,
is just
this is a game.
bonus.
Yep, we're getting down to the last 2 weeks. So it's that sounded odd.
Oh.
You have from long range headshots. Let's try that. Let's do headshots.
Yeah, my guy.
Downtown Retroville.
I'm upset because I really wanted to get food.
We have food here.
We
We have cupboards full of food.
have like no food.
So you say. There's food in there. It's just food that has to be made.
No,
That's
it's not
just
that.
too much for you.
We don't have stuff like butter.
So we go out and get some butter.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that you're being so picky right now. Usually I'm the picky one.
I'm not being picky. We just don't have stuff to make stuff with.
Like usually, like I don't like veggies. And I like fruits. I don't like most veggies. It's veggies that I don't like. And fish. Not a seafood person. I like
You do like
2 types of fish and crab.
Yeah, you like catfish, specifically Cracker Barrel catfish.
It's darn good stuff.
That is some damn good.
That is some good
That's
fish.
some good catfish. And you like walleye.
I love walleye.
Got this.
Because
You
it
will-
doesn't taste like fish.
I know it
I
doesn't have
ate
that.
it and I ate it and I was like, "Is this chicken?" And they're like, "No, it's fish." I was so afraid. I was afraid I was gonna have to starve that day, because everyone's like, "We're cooking up some fish for everyone." I was like, "Really? You don't have like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich?" And then your dad made you try it, and then you loved it, and they're like, you have to try it, and then I tried it. I was like, what is this?
Yeah. Because I also don't care much for fish, but I will still eat fish.
I'm down!
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like a lot
boy.
of fish.
Oh boy.
I like a lot of fish, but I generally don't like fish, if that makes sense.
Yes.
It wasn't a headshot.
It wasn't
down,
a
though.
headshot down though. Yeah, you're right.
Keep breathing.
Keep breathing, I got this.
Two's a plenty.
Glad you're covering my ass.
But like I said, if that I don't know if that makes sense, but
Kind of. Well, I
like haddock. I like cod. I like some tuna. I like some. I like salmon.
See, I don't like salmon. Salmon tastes too watery. Like, it tastes too fishy. I don't like fish that tastes like fish.
I don't
If
either.
that makes sense.
Yeah, stuff that tastes like the ocean.
Yes.
I don't like that stuff.
don't like it.
To me, salmon doesn't taste like that. To me, salmon.
He did like a quick draw. He's like, it's like, it's high noon.
It's high.
Yeah, I like crab. I realize that I don't like lobster so much, but I love crab. And
I've had, I think, 2 types of lobster, and I don't remember which one I liked. But I've tried rock lobster and Maine lobster, and I think I liked rock lobster and hated Maine lobster.
rock lobster. Why do you like go? It must be like your genes. Like, you guys are like 90% ape. Like, cause that
Yes!
move you did was literally an ape going nuts.
Did I ever tell you about the time that me and my dad went to the movie theater?
Yes. You've told me that story. They don't know it.
Hurry the
Well,
hell up!
My family and
Led
I,
them into a trap.
when we were,
Uh-oh.
when we
We're
were,
ready for it.
when we were all living together, we went out a lot,
Over
and
here and help
we
me
went to go
out.
see movies. And me and my dad, to embarrass our family, as we were coming up the sides of the auditorium in the theater, went on all fours, fists and all, and started rampaging through the seats. There were a few people in the auditorium, in the stadium seating. My mom and my sisters were red in the face. And they kept claiming, they said, "Stop doing that!" And my mom says, "We're not with them. We don't know who they are. Please impound them." And no, me and my dad were just having fun. Because we don't care. We have no shame in public. So yes, it is in our genes to act, specifically in the Shawcross gene, of all the bad lucks.
Dying over here!
The one thing that we do great is act like this.
So weird.
See? You
I have a
you
shell.
have an embarrassment
I
gland.
have a shell.
I don't. It's
I'm
not a
sorry.
shell, it's called an embarrassment gland.
Sure, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. You gotta learn to just
No, it's not me. I have to
cut
have
it.
it. Otherwise, like, I feel like I'm losing my humanity. I like how I was still alive after that first cave-in.
because it wasn't a cave in at first. It was just a
Nah, he hit me pretty hard. He hits to kill. These people, I imagine, they hit to kill. Man, you hit hard. Yeah, well, I was trying to kill you. Silence.
radio silence. No, it's because I'm so boring. Execute! Man, you were
he's
like
dead.
hugging that guy.
I know.
Fireflies!
I just want to be friends.
Oh!
That's a shame.
Save your friend. He's bleeding out quick, jeez.
No,
How did he?
I don't know. I guess he like got shot in the artery or something.
Like his gauge went down fast.
Let him like a pig.
Oh, fucking blind!
I'm really good at sound effects.
Let's see.
I should probably be a voice actor.
So start. What did those voice actors say you needed? A voice reel? Is that what they said?
Yeah, I think
you
they
want to
said
be a
you need-
voice actor.
Yeah,
Get a
you
voice
gotta
reel.
submit a voice reel.
Man, I would love to be a voice actor.
I would do.
Like,
I
there's
love
some voices.
There's
that
only
I feel
so
like I can
many
do
that I can do.
barely. I'm gonna get stabbed.
In the butt.
Like, I feel like what I would be better at doing is accents rather than voices.
Like an Australian accent.
Like an Aussie accent.
Like an Aussie accent.
Aussie?
Aussie.
It's Aussie.
Aussie. You know, like down under.
Go down there and throw some steaks in a babby.
Yeah.
When I do a British accent, it's more of a goofy British accent. Oh, I told this when I'm
Yeah.
trying to do a British accent. It's more goofy.
You're not supposed to talk like that.
It's
You
more,
gotta.
it's more funny than it is realistic.
You gotta talk like this, bruv.
I sound like I belong in a Christmas
You
carol.
wanna know how you
God
can
bless
talk like.
us.
You wanna know how you
God
can.
bless us, everyone.
You want. You.
Well
What?
done, let's go.
You. You want, mate? Are you taking a piss? You want to learn how to talk like a British, like a Brit, right? Like an English accent, right? Watch Kingsman.
No.
Watch Kingsman.
I'm not gonna watch it because of how much I've gone on about how I'm not going to watch it.
Why?
I gotta keep my facade up. If
No.
I break my walls, then what am I worth? Nothing.
It's a good movie.
I'm worth more than the scum that's now pasted all over the ground.
Your leg just went.
Dead.
It's a good movie. It's a movie you will enjoy. It is. I don't know why. One of these days, I'm going to duct tape you to your chair,
You will have
put toothpicks in your eyelids so that you can stay
You'll
open.
have to catch me first.
It's really easy to catch you.
Uh-huh. Have you seen me run when I'm in desperation?
We're gonna find out one day.
I suppose so. No. 9. My German accent is also a goofy German accent.
I don't even think I can do a German accent.
If you talk German, you talk like this.
It sounds like German
you
and,
talk like
and
this.
Russian and.
This is the eyes of mustache.
It's the size of mustache.
My mustache is this is the eyes of mustache.
That's not a German accent. That's just German.
Sure. All right.
This is eyes and mustache.
So, anyway.
That's one.
Because, like, there's not many voices. Like those really talented voice actors that can mimic voices, like
That
Nolan
one's
North.
dead.
Like, he's able to mimic, turn that down.
It can't be heard.
They probably can.
No.
Yes, they can.
This is eyes of mustache.
The mics pick up a lot more than you think.
Oh, I know.
Then that needs to be turned down.
No.
Yes, it does.
No.
It does. Shut up. It does. People can hear that crap.
It's okay.
It's not okay.
It's okay.
I don't want people hearing, like, echoing. I don't
There's
want
no
that.
echoing.
It will be.
Careful now, it's a firefly!
If he would shot right there, in that instance.
It could, at best, I could have hurt him with headshot damage.
Yes.
It wouldn't have killed him.
No.
He had a friend.
Holy crap.
He had a
Fuck,
friend.
I'm down!
You're bleeding out quick too. What the heck?
Maybe it's more quick to hit with a melee weapon.
Maybe.
I just feel like
Look at
you did it, mate. You did it. What's happening? Nobody has like made. All right, they're making an advance on our box. Oh my gosh,
This is eyes and mustache.
this sucks.
It's this.
Cause like Nolan North, he can mimic Christopher Walken's voice, like at the turn, like at the. He can do it really fast, and he can do it perfectly. It's just like I can't do that. I wish I could. I wish I had that talent. All right, we lose. They opened our box, and I did not get any headshot downs. I think I need to switch to my hunting rifle to get those headshots. Man, time flies. Oh, I'm sorry, my people.
Ooh. Oh, day 2 out of 3?
Yep.
Ooh. You need to get 4.
It's okay, because I'm not going to lose anybody.
I know. I know.
All we can go is up until the fireflies attack again, and then we're in trouble.
I know. I know.
All right.
Freeze.
All right. Funky Fink, 11.
Funky Fink.
Soul Reaper, you're so close, but alas.
Sold. Look at that 999 freak. Look at that idiot.
Just played so much. So much.
So much pasta sauce.
Apparently I've got your mic. What?
No.
Wait, don't talk. I've got your mic, which is weird, because the white
Who?
mic is your
Yeah.
mic.
I know, this one's my mic.
I
and
mean,
says
it
it's
doesn't
yours.
matter. It's just weird that,
Yeah.
like, I don't know when or why that happened.
Maybe that has something to do with the echoing. Wait, no.
No,
I
it
don't think so.
it doesn't. It's just the names got switched. I don't know.
Oh, you should probably fix that. Well, I am Marshall.
You're Marshall number 2.
Yeah. We are Marshall.
I never watched that movie, but everybody, when it came out, they kept making jokes about it.
What movie?
There's a movie called We Are Marshall.
There is?
There is.
Where?
Out somewhere. It was it was made back when I was like in 8th grade, I think. I remember, yeah, it was 8th grade because I remember because my reading teacher, my English teacher, she had watched that movie and they recently got a dog and they were thinking of a name to name the dog and they had just watched We Are Marshall and they were thinking of naming it Marshall. And then she's like, okay, not Marshall. Wait, Marshall has a brother. His name is Dawson. So they named their dog Dawson.
Huh. I feel like now that Dawson's been brought up, you should probably tell about the lobster.
The lobster?
The lobster story.
Which one?
There's more than one?
What lobster story?
The red lobster one?
Alright, good to go.
I'm not going to tell that story. That stays here.
What is it?
I am not
Down
going
one
to tell
uniform.
that story. It doesn't belong in the public. Do you know that his name was because my mother liked Titanic?
I never saw Titanic.
That's where his name. That's how he got his name from Titanic.
Does that make me un-American?
Titanic's no. I've never watched it fully.
Hey, I've never watched it.
I watched the part where the boat sinks, and that's it.
Watch the part where the boat just goes.
There was more than just blah, blah. There was a lot more. It splits in two. And
Hey, you
want
to? Spoiler alert! This is what happens in Titanic. Titanic. Duh. Here's the title screen. The end. I wouldn't know. I've never seen it.
I never fully watched it. So I'm as un-American as you are.
Uniform!
Ooh, just missed.
It says eyes and mustache. Ooh! Was that a head down? That was not a head down. Get a head down with this. You should have just shot him.
I have to interrogate him. It's there. Now I got the interrogation, and I'm about to be interrogated. Oh, nope, we're good. I'm safe.
Firefly!
Both he and I, me and this guy next to me. are coming after
Give me
us.
those.
What?
Give me those. Ah! These say they are worth 50 cents.
Fuck!
They say they're $half.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Storm down!
Look alive!
I can't.
Fucking dying over here!
Whoops.
Do you own a $50? When was the last time you had a $50?
I have. They happen quite often. Not often, but a lot. And
It's been years since I've seen a $50.
there's a $50 right here.
Years.
It says a $50. United States of America. $50. There's the seal.
That
Look, it says 1979, in God we trust, liberty. That is
that joke.
legit.
No, I'm not even gonna humor you with this joke. It's so bad.
It's not a joke.
It's
Look.
Yep. Perfect. Brilliant.
I can't unwrap it. Look, it's so legit.
Uh-huh. Do you know that they use that, or most of the coins that fell at the end of Scott Pilgrim, they use chocolate coins.
Really?
That's why if you watch young Neil, he eats one. He picks up a coin and puts it in his mouth. It's because some of them are chocolate.
Firefly, watch yourself! Fucker ain't getting
Well,
up!
they all made metallic sounds. That's interesting.
A lot of them were loonies and toonies. But
Loonies and toonies.
yeah, that's what the Canadian currency is called, loonies and toonies.
Okay.
Let's see him take this!
But a lot of them so that they could create a lot. Most of them were chocolate coins.
I'm down!
I'm
my
committing
goodness.
a crime right now.
Are you? Are you eating or why is it a crime?
Turret!
Defacing, destroying, corrupting in any way of U.S. currency.
Didn't know that was a crime.
Yeah.
They might have to put me in jail.
That one's dead!
Should have done that.
Me too.
I've smashed nickels
Hunter,
to be
look
the
alive!
live recorders and use them in arcade games.
That works. Oh shit.
Nickels, mask-wise, if you flatten them, they can turn out the size of the mask of a quarter. Don't do that, because it's illegal.
Oh, he kicked you and killed you.
He dragged me away.
There's still some life
Now
in
what
this one.
tourist?
Holy crap.
I wanted to see the fight. I think he died. That's him over there. Poor soul. Poor
Alas, poor
unfortunate
Yorick.
soul. Which book? I saw the red lettering as I went to go open the box, and I knew I made a mistake. So I was like, I'm just gonna take this.
We're talking about Shakespeare,
Which Shakespeare books did they make you read in school?
right? Oh crap, I don't remember. What was it, Hamlet? I think that's one.
I think that's a Shakespeare book.
Romeo and Juliet. I think that's Shakespeare.
I think so.
I don't know, there was a lot
Give me
of
a sec.
Shakespeare. English wasn't my best subject. I've talked about this before.
All done, let's go!
I hated English, but I was always the best at it. I always got bad grades because I never did the work. I never wrote the essays. I hated life.
What burden you possess?
Tourist down!
Why don't you shoot him in the head?
Because I like the special executions. It gives me more parts. And besides, you have to get the down, not the execution. If I do it on the execution, it won't count. It has to be the down. They made us read Romeo and Juliet, Hamlet, Macbeth, and,
Macbeth.
and Othello.
And what?
Othello.
I don't think they had us read Othello. But we did read whatever the last one you just said.
Macbeth?
Macbeth, yes. They also had us watch the Macbeth one.
We watched it too.
The one with Ian McClellan.
Yep.
And surprisingly, I actually liked it. I don't know. I thought it was pretty good. For over dramatized acting.
We watched all.
I liked it.
Every time we finished a book, we always watched the movie adaptations. And they were all pretty good.
Firefly!
Except the Romeo and Juliet one. That one sucks.
Really? It wasn't too bad.
That one sucks.
It wasn't that bad. I like the.
It's even worse now thinking about it because it promoted like underage.
Hey, back then that was fine.
I mean, for us it was because we were that age.
No, back then when the play was made, it was fine.
Oh, it wasn't?
Yes, it was.
Oh, it wasn't?
It was all the rage.
No.
40-year-olds were marrying 12-year-olds.
I thought you were talking about when the play was in production nowadays. I was like, what the
No,
hell's wrong
when the
with
play was first.
Yes.
That was all the rage.
And all that. I get that. I understand. That's not what I was talking about. I was talking about in today's society.
But it's a classic, so that means it's okay.
It's a classic.
That means it's okay.
That means it's okay to die
Yeah, it's all right.
and murder
It's all right. It's
And-
a classic.
and kill yourself.
It is a
with
classic.
poison
Yes, it is perfectly
and a
fine.
knife.
It was
Or
made
your
by
jugular.
Shakespeare. It's perfectly fine. Absolutely okay. We're all tied up now. You said.
Please, man!
One uniform.
Oh, what hit? Wait, what hit?
What about
down.
Edgar
Read
Allan
out.
Poe?
I only read The Raven. The story.
We read The Raven. We read The Cask of Amontillado.
Oh, that was Poe?
Yeah.
All right, so I read Cask of Amontillado.
We read.
I like that
We
one.
read a bunch of Poe. I just don't remember all the stories. There's one about death, like the Red Death.
They're all about.
I know. I think one of them was like the Red Death or something. I'd have to look that up, but
Telltale Heart. I read that one.
yeah, that one.
Down one uniform!
I almost didn't get him.
Get off!
Oh, you got that! Flame said nope.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate. If we smelt all this aluminum,
It would smell like chocolate.
No.
Again, no
If-
head downs.
if we
9.
if we collect all of our like soda cans,
Yeah.
and don't recycle them, and we smelt them down into a big oil drum or something, or just a drum, and we keep adding into it and keep adding into it, and then we saw off the drum. You know how much money we would make from selling out that aluminum?
No.
Thousands of dollars.
Let's get on that.
Let's get on it.
Nobody's perfect. Eventually, that was going to mess up.
I don't believe you.
How much longer do you want to keep going? I knew that was going to hit me. I knew eventually that was going to hit me.
We're at 3 hours. I figured you would want to stop after 3.
I'm just kind of like losing. Like I lost track of time playing this. Honestly.
Yeah. We haven't had a break at all.
That's true.
I mean, a lot of this has been just us ranting and talking about
Which
stuff.
was fine. Which is
Yeah.
what I wanted for this stream.
Yeah. We could discuss what our next stream could be.
Right. While you were gone, I mentioned that one of these days, relatively soon, I'm gonna stream like just me. I'm gonna stream the last DLC for Spider-Man because that came out recently. But our next cooperative stream
We have to think of
There's
something.
a Firefly
Yeah.
base close by.
I don't know what it's gonna
Be
be.
careful and stick together.
Like, it can't be
Got
one of our
this.
big ones because we haven't migrated over to Twitch yet, which will be happening very soon.
There's Undertale. There's
No, we're not gonna do Undertale.
there's Vampire.
Mm.
There's
What happened to you? You okay? Here, come to me.
Keep
I'm
breathing.
fucking
I got
dying.
this.
Come on, hurry the hell up!
let's find out.
Boy, am I glad you were covering my ass.
Just turning that on.
I'm just gonna look through my library
He's getting up.
Fuck! I'm down.
Got it.
because most of my games are actually
Get
on
your
that.
ass over here and help me out.
Dude. No, get out. No. Well,
Pacifica.
We made it.
Look at that product
I
placement.
don't think we need that. Because we created a whole list.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know you had rapid access to your list.
Yeah, it's right here. We can do. Well, now I'm playing. Turn it off. Plex.
I will. Hey, go back.
Wait up.
You want to know my objection about digital
All right, man, I'm good
downloads?
to go.
You can't share your games.
Good to
Yeah,
go.
I know.
Do you, though?
Could do Grandma Clips.
You could. Dress up as Ruby characters. Even
Did
though
the
you
stuff come out
absolutely
yet?
despise it. No, it didn't.
Okay.
It's still the same way.
Yeah, tourist down.
Yeah, there's that. There's Vampire.
Oh, goodness.
Fucking blind.
Darn it.
Oh!
He got me.
Got her.
He popped my jugular.
Crack.
We've done Dissidia
Over there.
and Last of Us.
One uniform killed.
Resident Evil.
That other one.
I couldn't think of it immediately, so I just...
Ones
Alright,
that pop up are
we do-
Vampire.
There's my Fallout 4, which is also... I don't know, like, I don't need you for that one.
Yeah. It's okay. You don't
But
need
if
me for
you're
anything.
around for it, you can do...
It also depends on what days you're planning to stream and all that.
Well,
Because your
I
break's
still
almost
have
over.
I still have a Monday that we can do next week. Monday is what? Monday's New Year's Day.
It's New Year's Day.
Monday's New Year's Day.
So I think I'm going out New Year's Eve. I think.
I'm down. Fuck me.
Keep breathing. I
Fucking
got
dying
this.
over here.
Where's the list?
Thanks.
Guy needs to get a haircut. He probably needs to wash his hair too. Have you ever noticed that in The Last of Us, none of their hair ever grows?
I gotta wrap this up.
I know. And they're like super.
Like, it's not very believable that they carry like trimmers and scissors with them. So I always just like I always thought it was weird. Like Joel's beard never grew.
Metal Gear Solid 5.
Nope, I know it's easy.
How are we gonna stream our older games? Do we have the equipment for that?
What do you mean?
Like
Jeepers, he was waiting for me.
like Legend of Dragoon, like Silent Hill 2, Prince of Persia, Soul Blade, Aladdin. How are we gonna stream
I
all
have
that?
no idea how we can. I have no idea how we are going to get Sega footage. but we've gotten PS1 footage before.
What we have?
We played Sledstorm.
Oh, that's right, we did. I wasn't aware of that.
So we have the means to do that.
Wait, does this have a...
Watch my ass.
Well, I've got this little white box that converts AV cables to HD.
All done, let's go.
That's how we do it.
Okay, cool. And yeah, that's something we can do. It's the same thing with the Sega game we got. Or the Sega console. Because it has AV on the
Got
back.
poked.
Because that's how it actually plays nowadays. That's how it played before, too.
Nothing.
Eventually, we will have to do our big 9 stream.
We will do that once we're over to Twitch.
Yep. That'll be our first one over at Twitch.
Bomb set, watch your ass.
Will it? You want that to be the first one?
Should be. Yeah. Because that'll be a really big one that'll go for a few days.
I thought you said that like we need to take time off for that.
We do. I don't know how soon you plan to do the Switch. But we also are waiting on 2 things for me.
What are we waiting on? Oh, right.
Yeah.
I'm hurt.
We're bleeding out. Oh, he hit me with a crossbow.
Oh, crossbow will do bleeding?
Yep.
Damn. Will that down you afterwards, or
I
will
think
that
so.
just kill you?
I think it'll down you. That's why you gotta bandage yourself up quick. That hurt, my guy.
My heart's gone.
I hit him with a headshot.
I'm
but I
down.
didn't down him.
That's one.
He's hurt too.
Holy crap! You just see you went
He
down.
did it with a revolver? Good grief. I think we are starting to get to the end of this. So probably after this game, we'll call it quits.
Yep.
I'm kind of excited for when we stream 15.
Yeah, I'll be really excited about that.
Dead.
Oh.
I'm all done.
Wait up.
One thought is to stream at the convention.
What do you mean? Oh no, I don't think we can do
I don't
that.
think we will have the time for that.
No,
or the
we
energy.
Can't do that. I wouldn't want to make that live. I'm gonna die. Oh no. Okay. Now you get to be punished.
No, you get to be punished.
I'm not gonna make my quota this time.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure. I'm at 17. I need to get 58.
Collect more parts, dude.
I'm trying. I need to kill people. I'm doing pretty poorly at that.
Fuck, I'm down.
Yuri!
Help Yuri.
That still surprised me. I didn't know that was in the game at all. What a big name.
Like if there's like a mainstream game, Yuri Lowenthal and Laura Bailey are going to be in it somewhere.
Laura Bailey.
Yes.
Who's she?
She does the you'll know her from the voice of Lucina, but she does a lot of VO. She's mostly background characters, but
Right.
she's a very recognizable voice. Same way with Yuri. He's mostly background characters, but everybody knows him.
Mostly, he says.
I'm serious. Most of his roles that I see him in are background voices.
Firefly, watch yourself.
Jeez, that was a sorry aim job. That was that was desperate. No, I ain't done with you. I ain't done.
That was a whimpering Yuri.
Poor Yuri. He didn't deserve that.
He was crying.
Boom!
Boom.
He outsmarted me. Someone holds a grudge, don't they?
Get him, Smalls. Get him good.
All right, let's
man,
instead
I
of thinking
can't
of
go on like
what we're
this.
gonna stream, let's first think of when we're going to stream. When's the next time we're gonna stream? Monday or Wednesday?
We can do Monday. We can do Monday and Wednesday.
Well, we're gonna do Wednesday because that's I've mentioned this one that's gonna be our thing, but we're gonna make another formal announcement before my
All right, man, I'm good to go.
like vacation is over or something. Yeah. But that is going to be our formal time. Wednesdays at 5:30.
We were a little bit late today.
All done, let's go.
You woke up late.
I decided that the covers were a bit too warm, and I needed to savor that warmth.
I heard you stirring like a bunch. I'm like, is he ever gonna get up? And then I opened the door to get the package. I'm like, I know he's up. But, ooh. Like, I know he's up, but he's not doing anything. Yeah, I'll just keep playing the game.
He's alive. He's just not doing it.
He's alive. He's just not responsive.
Well, that's just kind of what I do. I just laze around for a long time.
I didn't understand how you could be asleep all day. Like, I physically can't. My body doesn't allow me to. My brain says no.
See, I was awake at about 12. Like, I woke up the first time at 12, and then I drifted off back to sleep, and I was asleep for 5 hours.
What?
No,
Look
man.
down.
Can I get a
Wait a
hand?
sec, I'm fixing you up.
Thanks, buddy. I don't know how like I do that. Like if I have the opportunity to sleep for 12 hours, I will take it.
Ooh.
I will take that 12 hours of sleep if given the
I
chance.
don't know how you can.
That's one.
Poke.
Go get their thing.
I'm trying. They're
man,
they're
let's go.
So you're
relentless.
gonna meet your quota now.
They're relentless.
You just gotta get a little bit more parts, I think.
There's probably a bomb on the other side of this.
He's gonna get you.
Bomb? Bomb? No bombs. I'm expecting bombs everywhere.
There's a bomb.
There is a bomb. That guy marked it.
Bomb. He teleported. Oh man, he teleported twice.
Hacks.
Yeah, I got a uniform down.
Oh my goodness, Rambo.
I can't see. Down.
It's like it makes me wonder how long was that guy sneaking on me. Oh, come on.
Firefly.
Nice. Get back in there. All right, I'll stand watch. All right, now we're tied up.
He's gonna get you.
At least what we
Heck's gonna
should
give it.
at least what we should do is hold the tie.
Boom.
Boom.
Oh, it's right in the middle of the doorway. No one's gonna be fooled by that.
You don't know that.
I might know that.
All done, let's go.
Looking tourist.
You don't know that.
I think I might know that.
You don't know that.
I just got an inkling. All right, we're gonna make a rush. That guy's making a rush. Didn't get him.
You got another bomb though.
Booker ain't getting up.
Parts.
Woo!
That game. Beautiful.
Look at that. You got some good pops.
Let's see if my parts that I've got. Nah, you missed. Missed the light show. All right, come on. Did I make my quota?
Did he do it?
No.
No.
4 below. Friendly survivors. We
It was
did.
almost 5
We got
below.
0 headshot downs. So we got 0 new members. Bummer.
Man. Should have done something you knew you could do.
All right. So that's it.
That is our
That is
or
it.
Marshall's stream of Left 4 Dead 3. Last of Us.
Yeah, I wish. That game's never coming out.
I guess not. They announced it like years ago, and it was an actual announcement, and then they said nope. And they said, yeah, nope.
So yeah.
And that was interesting to watch. Good topics to talk about.
Well, we need to.
We had
We
audience participation.
I know
really
that was
cool.
great. I really enjoyed that. We got another subscriber tonight, which was good.
Thank you for the
We're
subscription.
honestly doing a lot better than I thought we would.
Yeah. It's because we're not that annoying yet.
No,
We're
I don't.
getting there.
I wouldn't call it that. We are like. I wouldn't say that we can use that as our excuse because, you know.
Yeah. 'cause
But-
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna keep it hidden, but you brought it to surface, so now I'll just agree with you.
Yeah.
But
I'm well
Let's-
aware I'm the annoying one.
let's make. We got to make it set in stone. Are we streaming Monday? Yes or no?
Yes.
I will stream Friday. All right? I'm going to stream Friday. We're going to do Spider-Man. The last DLC for Spider-Man. Friday.
Tomorrow or next Friday?
Tomorrow.
Okay.
Tomorrow at 4:30. Tomorrow 4:30 I'm streaming Spider-Man.
If he
Cameron
gets
won't
up.
be here, but I'll be here.
Yeah, I won't be here. I'll be at work.
So, Monday, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Monday.
Monday 5:30 we will stream. Don't know what we're going to stream, but it'll be something.
It'll be something.
All right. So that's it.
That's it.
Thank
Have
you.
a fun time.
Yes.
Happy holidays to everybody. I hope you all had a great one, and here's for a helpful helping of New Year stuff.
Think about your New Year's resolutions. Are you going to work out more? You're going to eat better?
Am I gonna
Are you
become
gonna-
jacked? Who knows? I gotta move to Florida.
Are you going to beat that game that you've had on your shelf that's almost beat, but there's just this last part that you got to get through? Are you going to beat it?
Are you gonna smash your TV? Are you gonna eat your microphone?
Yeah.
You know
What's it going to
what's that New
what do you
Year's
got?
resolution
What do
gonna
you
do
got?
for
What do
you?
you got for yourself?
Hit that like and subscribe.
Yeah.
You'll
all
find
right,
out.
Yeah.
Tune in
If
tomorrow.
you liked
and-
it, hit the like button. If you want to see more of it, hit subscribe and ring the bell so that you know when we're doing this. But
happy
Hap-
Wednesday.
happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas.
Happy post Christmas
Day,
Eve if you celebrate Christmas. Happy holiday Eve if the holidays are over. If they're not, happy holidays.
The happy post holidays.
The happiest holidays. All right,
Post mayonnaise.
we're stalling. So
Goodbye.
goodbye everyone.
We love you.
I will see you Friday. Come join me.
I'll see you. Sure.
Monday.
Monday.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.